It has been a remarkable season for Team Gushue.
Four is what you need to become the Canadian curling champions.
Finally breaking through and winning the Brier.
Canada has clinched a spot in the 1-2 page playoff.
Follow that with a perfect week here at the Worlds. And now Brad Gushue and his teammates are one win away from securing another World Championship for Canada. The gold medal final next. On this beautiful late spring day, what a wonderful way to finish up our stay here in Edmonton and our coverage of the Ford World Men's Curling Championship as the two teams huddle underneath the stands here at the Northlands Coliseum. Team Canada, yeah, gotta get it looking stylish before you come out. Canada against Sweden. And it was the championship weekend that started on Friday, and Canada winning that 1-2 page playoff over Sweden. Now trying to win a 13th straight to give them a gold medal after Sweden came through the semi-final, beating Switzerland. Earlier today, the Swiss team from Geneva, a winner over the team from Duluth, Minnesota. As on this Sunday evening, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to Northlands. And our final evening coverage, Cheryl Russ alongside. As the Canadians make their way out, you know what it's like to be in that tunnel.
Yeah, I really do, with that guy right there, Brad Gushue. We roomed together at the Halifax Trials. We had 2 excruciating days off before the sudden death final to go to the Olympics, and Brad just turned to me out of nowhere and said, "Are you nervous?" And I said, "Yep, yeah, I really am." But I find I play a little better when I'm nervous, and you will too. And I expect nothing else out of this guy.
And as the Canadians walk out to this ovation, this is something that they're quite familiar with.
They are, and the benefit of the Brier was they had a dress rehearsal for this exact situation as a team. They got the bye to the final through the 1-versus-2 game. They had 2 days off. The great thing about time, though, is you get some rest and recovery, and that can allow you to bring the energy and the edge that you need for a big game like this tonight.
That front end is played so well. But it all hinges, of course, on this, not even a great partnership. These are great friends, Mark Nichols, and of course, Brad Gushue.
And again, Brad Gushue.
And so many Newfoundland and Labrador people have made their way down from Fort McMurray to cheer them on tonight.
Please welcome Team Sweden.
You know, we often talk about why you want to be in that 1-2 page playoff. It's because you get a second chance if you should play badly, and boy, in that 1-2, they did.
Yeah, they gave away that second chance card. They used it at the right time, and the only game you could lose and not be eliminated. They get back with a brilliant opportunity in that semifinal. Made no mistakes. Water under the bridge for these guys. 90% as a team. The back end right there, 93% in that semifinal. You could see a much different Team Sweden tonight.
It's the gold medal game, the Ford Men's World Curling Championship, Canada, Sweden, when we come back.
The 2017 Ford World Men's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
Canada and Sweden for the gold medal. Let's meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. The Swedish champions are from Karlstad. That's about a 3-hour drive west of Stockholm, skipped by 31-year-old Nicholas Edin, trying for a 3rd world championship and 3rd in Canada. The Canadian champions, they hail out of the Ballyhaley Country Club and the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, and skipped by 36-year-old Brad Gushue. By virtue of their perfect record and the win in the 1-2 page playoff, Canada does get last rock. They have the hammer here in the first, playing the red. Sweden, as you might expect, playing those yellow stones and getting us underway for the gold medal here in the first. This is the Swedish lead, Christopher Sundgren.
Well, Sweden's been one of the few teams that it's actually taken the advantage of the hammer away from Team Canada in their 1-versus-2 game. Canada had hammer the first end, and Team Sweden ended up forcing them.
I don't think there's a real surprise in who we see in the final here either. Obviously the way Canada played, but Sweden was right there. The percentages are a little lower, but that goes right out the window in a sudden death game.
Oh, roll it.
Does this start surprise you a little bit?
No, I don't think so. I think you've had a couple days off. Patience. They just want to make sure that the ice is what it was when they left a couple days ago. Settle in. You know, no problem for them to be able to blank this end and then try and score in the even. So just more figuring it out. Make sure nothing's changed a lot.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Canada.
Well, I think go the distance. Think about that. As a coach, I would say that to this team because they've had so many short games. So expect that this is going to go 10, maybe 11 ends, and then hammer down. They've been exceptional with the hammer. 72% of the time they convert to a deuce or more. And the next closest team is Team Sweden at 57%. So that is definitely their edge.
And now the keys for Sweden.
Well, if Sweden's going to win this game, they're going to need what they got out of the semifinal, a 97% effort out of Oscar Eriksson. Oscar winning performance. They got to do that one more time to have a chance, especially matched up against Mark Nickel. And because Canada's so good, it's all about getting to the inside with the front end for Sweden and create those angles so that you can play the run backs to your advantage.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. So as we look ahead to next season, Oscar winning performance. That is what we'll try to improve upon. You have to remember, too, the Canadians haven't played since Friday evening and that 1-2 page playoff. So they were on the ice yesterday and they practiced, and then they practiced again this morning.
Whoa, Jeff. Okay.
And then, of course, they got their 10 minutes prior to the game starting. But it just isn't the same, is it, Cheryl?
No, it's not. I mean, everything's a little different, and it's single sheet. I mean, they had the chance, the 1 versus 2, to get that feeling out there. But I think you do just want to settle in, go back to muscle memory. But that's what Team Canada's been so good this week. They really have been able to read the ice better than the other team and faster. They've been able to put it down, put the broom down, and put that pressure, make those hit and rolls in the early ends, and the other team's kind of guessing at where to put the broom.
10 ends, 38 minutes thinking time, 1 60-second timeout.
More.
Cheryl mentioned, only twice. Only twice during round robin was a team Canada taken to a 10th. And that was against Sweden and one against Switzerland. They were taken to the 10th in the 1-2 page playoff as well.
They basically played a 9-game round robin while everybody else played 11. And they were that many shots less than the average team. 2 full games less in shots. Which I think is the best thing that ever happened to Canada, because they walked in here whipped. They were mentally exhausted when they walked in this building last week.
And for someone like Brad Gushue, who has been battling injury problems, throwing those fewer stones will help him, you think, tonight. Well, what can you say? Perfect. From start to finish. Now trying to make it 13 in a row, and with it, earn a gold medal. And you know, you made a good point, I think, Cheryl, about Canada's reading of the ice. That first win over Switzerland was a week ago Saturday on some very tough ice because of the dampness outside, a lot of frost. They were able to figure it out. And the Swiss struggled.
They were. That was, and I think that's been every game, Vic. Like, it's just their ability in the first couple ends. The other teams eventually do, but it's the first couple ends they get a jump, they get the lead, and then they run with it. You know, and Russ, you talk about peaking and this team, rest and recovery, and coming in here burnt out, and that is the battle for a lot of these top teams. They peak for an event, a massive event like the Brier, and then you need some recovery time to be able to come and do that again. So definite advantage being able to get through some of those games early.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. No roll.
Well, another man that's won 3 titles from Sweden, of course, Peja Lindholm. He heads up the curling program, as we say. Good evening, Kathy Gauthier. Boy, does he ever have an eye for talent.
Well, he really does. For Nicholas Edin, he saw him when he was 16 years old at a practice and identified him as someone to watch. And for Oscar Eriksson, he was 13 years old playing in a game against Peja, and he earmarked him for someone to consider as well. Oscar will tell you that it has been an adjustment to not skip and not be the boss, as he describes it, feeling that he and Nicholas now have a very good tandem. And as far as Peja Lindholm is concerned, as long as those two at the back end continue to commit 100% to each other and the position that they're playing in, this is not only Sweden now, it is Team Sweden for the future.
So can you imagine now, you're Peja Lindholm, you're on the ice, and you're playing a 13-year-old who's playing a men's game, Oscar Eriksson. That's how good he is, and what he saw in both of these players. Oscar, of course, went on to win a junior world champion in 2011, but he has been groomed for this position. He was an alternate at the Olympics in Vancouver. He was an alternate at the Olympics in Sochi, and now in his 3rd year playing with Nicholas Edin.
And the difference, I think, is this year that I've seen with Oscar is it's kind of similar to Brett Gallant and Brad Gushue, is that Oscar is offering up more, you know, helping a little bit more with the tactical, just in case, as we talked about before, it's a long season and you do every now and then, you can't do it alone. You'll make some errors out there. Right. And I think Oscar now has the confidence to say, hey, I don't like that.
Sweden ended the round robin at 9-2, dropping that game last Sunday night, exactly this time, to Canada. Then they lost to the U.S., but really never challenged. They really did bounce back, though, looked very, very sharp in that semifinal win over Switzerland after Edin and Eriksson looked a little shaky in the 1-2 page playoff on Friday night. Up and down the sheet here in this first. Now a chance for Canada to play.
Come on, an inch more, Mark.
Final score.
Yep.
Here in 1.
Clean, clean. Yep, yep.
Walker, Gallant.
Good, good.
And well done. So Canada will pick up the blank here in this opener. They will take the last rock to the second when we come back.
The 2017 Ford World Men's Curling Championship is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice, and by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it.
Brad's the leader, best player in the world.
Mark was saying on his that he thought it was okay, but it looked hard.
He works harder than anyone. He's also a great teammate.
Roll it, roll it, roll it. Good shot.
He motivates us to be better players.
You always can count on him to make that shot.
Get it by that. Oh, they got it by. Straight back. Touch it. Sit down. And there they are. 5.
I think I'm evolving. It's this run back. He's never getting shot. I understand where we are in the game and appreciate it a whole lot more than I did a number of years ago.
He's always striving to get better, and there's always a way to get better, and he leads his team that way, and it's the reason why we are where we are today.
You get the rock in his hand with a chance to win, and you're feeling pretty comfortable.
Can you get across the nose and inside? Oh, sure you can to sit 2.
Brad is, in my opinion, the best curler in the world.
And his best curler in the world, his best team right now. Can they, in fact, win a gold medal and make it a clean sweep? Canada has last rock here in this second, playing the Redstones.
Go hard, get it out, go.
In came the Swedes, up went a guard. They capped their guard, and that was just the second stone thrown by the Canadian lead, Jeff Walker.
Yeah, you know Brad wasn't going to blank out this end. He ran right up and put a corner.
It was almost buried. Christopher's second one just over curled enough to give Jeff a shot at that one, but hung around. Nice corner guard from Jeff. It's a pretty good situation, even though Sweden's trying to sit 2 here. Canada's got the corner, and they have one in the rings that Nicholas has to obey later in the end.
That first stone from Sweden covered the pinhole, and they still threw up the corner.
That's what you call confidence, sending a message. Neither one of these teams are going to intimidate each other, though, and they both have the strategy, they both have the ability. It's just who shows up today. Could be just like that U.S. game. One shot, one strategy decision could make a big difference.
Yeah, they're an interesting matchup because they, on tour through the season, they both got to the same place, but in different ways. Gushue's a team that scores a lot of points. Nicholas's team is a team that limits a lot of points, but what Gushue's done this week is actually managed to do both. So he's been limiting on average the opposition to 3.5 points a game. It's been pretty incredible. And Nicholas has been 4.5.
Okay, Brett. Brett Gallant can't run it back, but he'll get off the center guard.
Came up a little. Åker nära. Meter framför Boti, perfekt. Eller gillar ni hellre att slå någon av dem? Ja? Gillar ni hellre att slå någon av dem eller? Nej. Pålägga en gard. Ja. Jag kan lägga gard. Är det här samma is som förra? Ja, det är samma nu. Ge mig lite mindre.
Rasmus Vrano throwing the second stones, the newest member of this team, joining them this year after the injury to Christian Lindstrom. Had shoulder problems from all the brushing, and now is skipping his own team in Sweden.
A lot of pressure here too, Vic, on Rasmus. You join a team that's a 2-time world champion and you have a bad year, everybody would look at him.
Comes deep right to the corner.
It'd be tough to get them both out and stay.
All right, you wanted to, this shows you what, Cheryl?
Well, this is the edge that I was talking about with Brad. You look at the hammer efficiency and the difference. 72% of the time they convert. The other advantage that I talked about that Gushue is doing is limiting, and the one way he's doing that is not allowing steals, only 2 stolen ends. But one of those stolen ends was to Sweden. So that's the team that's actually had their number, and U.S. was the other one.
Rasmus might be a little nervous yet. He pumped that guard into the rings. Nice chance to make a pretty simple double here.
Hard, gotta go.
Brett Gallant. Bang, bang. Now, he just squished it. And it'll hang around. T-line, 12-foot. That hammer efficiency, of course, is making sure that when you have the last rock, you score 2. Is that correct?
Right. So on tour, you'll see hammer efficiency of maybe around, 60%. So to get it upwards of 72%, and 72% of the time you're making use of that hammer. You think you have hammer half the time, so 5 ends a game, and you force the other guys half the time. You'll walk away with a lot of wins.
And they did this week, 12 of them so far.
Perfect. Don't worry about this, I don't think. Just try to make the roll. Yeah. You could make the double too, Mark. Your last end or less? I think just solid board is enough.
Yeah, and you were just normal.
So is that the same weight or? Yeah.
2 choices here. You can roll buried off of this one or make the thin double. Then you'd probably still be buried or close to it.
Solid board? Yep.
I like this weight selection because you don't roll out on this. You've got some options when you're playing the rollover with board weight.
Weight's good. Yep. Heavy board. Yep. Hard.
Walker.
Whoa. Yep.
Point line. Here comes that roll. Here comes that roll over on top, and they're going to sit in time. I don't know whether it's for shot the stone at the back, but it's certainly better than the stone they just touched.
Oh, look, the back one out.
Nice shot, though.
That was all that weight, Russ. You know, any more weight and you're going over top of that and out of the rings.
Exactly, good point.
Okay.
Throw the appropriate weight. That's what they did there. Stops there, they're good. Hits it thinner, gets that out, they're good. And they got somewhere in between, it's still good.
So better than that stone, certainly. It's that stone right back there at the back of the 12. And it looks like from that angle that it, in fact, it may be Sweden that is the shot as Edin takes another look. What's the difference, Russ, in decision-making here for Edin if it is Canada as compared to their stone being the shot roll?
If it's Canada, you have to hit it. But it's hard to get it out. You know, hit it little left, little right, you're jamming out one of your own. So, but if it's Sweden, you'd play this shot. So I think they believe their shot at the back by a fraction of an inch. Now they can sit two. It's just difficult to get that red one that marked through.
But what Canada's happy about is you now have Sweden going around a corner guard. Can't make any errors. You're a little bit deep here, and you give Canada an out this end. With not a lot of risk because the 4-foot's open.
And they have one in the rings. Boy, it's quick today. It is really quick.
Oscar Eriksson. And won't get up beside it. T-line, edge of the 8.
He's probably a lot more in out.
Sten till, eller en halv sten till.
Freeze, he's playing the in off. Yeah. Maybe just leave it a hair higher. Hey?
Yeah.
You can show him half on the outside. What's that? You can show him half on the outside. Yeah, right there, just to leave it a little short. Even if you're frozen, he makes it, we make it again. I mean, if we are frozen and shot and he makes it, then there's going to be a wall there. Yep, yep.
14 seconds on his, 14-1 on 5. So.
Seemed to come down a little. I thought it was a little hard, but
speed's good.
I think another rock down here is good. Okay.
Just a little too deep for Sweden there. And Canada's got a real nice chance here now.
Mine's a little tight, guys. Well, heavy, backy. Okay, well then. Backy. Whoa. Close.
Back
T.
four.
T. Whoa. Yep. Gotta go.
Whoa. Back four.
Gotta go for line.
Backy.
Whoa. T.
Back four.
Just bumping it. Just bumping it a little.
Whoa, whoa,
whoa. Bump it a rock and a half.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right, well, it's back. Hey, good call, Brett.
Boy, they never stop chatting. You listen to Walker Gallant all the way down, just letting Gushue know where that stone is going to be.
Yeah, I think if you're going to learn anything from this team, it's that.
Yeah.
And we saw it with Homan as well. Just the communication and the ability to get so much out of these kind of shots.
It's one thing to communicate, too. You got to be right, and they are. They're just right virtually all the time.
Well, and trust each other, too, that what you say is correct.
All right, well, it's back. Hey, good call, Brett.
Did the speed there surprise him? You said it's quick.
Yeah, it did surprise both teams, I believe. Both those are about 2 feet, 3 feet harder than they wanted to be, and you add the brushing, maybe 4 or 5 feet harder. We talk about the inside-out shot in an arena. 99 times out of 100, that spot is quick. Little tricky here, though. You can't hit it really thin. You're in trouble. You don't want to hit it on that back yellow either. The idea is soft weight, hit, roll over 2 or 3 feet. There should not be a double. You could easily just tick this with an overthrow.
Sweden is also sitting a stone at the back edge of the 12. That may be a catcher. Edin in his first, all the way back. Oh, and he's going to catch, but spill it nonetheless.
Wanted to get away from that corner. Now Brad can roll back and use that as coverage.
Okay. And there's a little pocket to roll in there, too. A lot of savers.
Curled more than Nicholas thought.
Yeah, he might have helped it a bit because the draws didn't go there at all. You saw Mark Nichols dead draw weight and didn't move.
2/3 sten minst luft på den där. Han måste ju rulla rent dit.
Just think it board. Nicholas curled nicely there.
Be aggressive on the roll here because you can get it really thin, tick the yellow, or you can come off the side of your own. You might be shot.
Cheryl, Brad just said, having watched Nicholas's stone, he said it curled. Is Nicholas and his delivery something that you would pay attention to? Sometimes you don't look at the opposition, but would you look at Nicholas?
Yeah, he would have looked at Nicholas's release and, you know, said it was true, and so read off that.
Right on the nose. Curl a bit.
And right on the nose it is.
Not bad. Shoot.
I just find it interesting, too, though Mark's draw didn't move as much, so that's a guy you'd know even better, Mark Nichols. You know, so I don't know, maybe if Nicholas helped it a little bit, that could be something you didn't catch either.
It's not an exact science. It's a different thrower, different release, different rotation, different rock.
Så finns det ingen dubbel heller. Då blir den för flack så kommer sitta egen så. Ja. Skulle den hänga kan vi ta långa rullen.
Be careful with this one too. Can you roll under again, Cheryl? If you don't get underneath, you set up a double for 2. Roll away. If you don't roll far enough away, you set up a double for 2.
På linan då kan han få tangeringen in i den för 2. Okay. Kanske inte försöker på det, men låt han få försöka. Ja. Hade någon klocka på förra?
Nej.
Ja, fart. Samma.
Japp. Japp. Japp.
Final stone, Nicholas Edin.
Ingen vick.
And they roll it away. Now, though, have they left something here?
Well, they could.
The only problem is, Brad, like,
can you get just the top of that one where you see Mark's broom
Like, I don't
to make that double?
Probably not even worth taking on the risk, is it?
I don't think you could possibly make it.
I don't know if it's there.
I think to get rid of the yellow, you're getting rid of this red.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, what they did, you hit it right where my arrow is. You do make the double, but then
I think you could possibly
Nicholas's
make it,
goes up that way and stays.
Okay.
It's just not worth it. This isn't a round robin game. Different thinking.
Yes.
But let me say, I mean, yeah, risk reward, I understand, but we're in the second. And what's the most you could give up here? If you tried it?
Probably 1, you're right. Probably 1.
For the chance to score
2. Yeah, it's pretty good odds in Vegas, but it's a lot harder shot than that, Vic. You need a lot of weight, I think, and you'd have to stick it on. You'd have to make the yellow triple and get it on the nose.
Just a little less. Easy. Clean. Yep. Clean. Quiet board. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Clean.
It's clean.
Whoa.
You're good. You're good.
And good they are. Sweden forces Canada. Forced to take a single. Well, let's set the Wayback Machine for 2013 in the World Men's Final in Victoria as Sweden played Canada. Nicholas Edin never trailed in that gold medal game. Make the final 8-6 Sweden. In his 4th Worlds appearance, Edin finally does win gold and then set it ahead for a couple of years. The World Men's in Halifax. Final saw Sweden against Norway, and once again, Sweden never trailed. 9-5 was your final. For the last 2 trips to Canada for the World Men's Curling Championship, and Nicholas Edin has won gold. So in 2013, and Skip 14, and Sweden in Halifax, Nicholas Edin with Eriksson. Christian Lindstrom no longer with the team, and of course Christopher Sundgren claimed the World Curling Trophy, and this one, of course, commissioned for the 50th anniversary of the World Curling Federation. Welcome back, Canada. Hitting for their single in the second. So here in 3, for the first time in the game, Sweden will have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
And you can see Team Canada wants to really push a force. They threw a tight guard, and Nicholas threw a corner, and then Team Canada tried to throw a long guard just over the hog line, slid a little deeper.
Kom igen, kom igen.
Han dog. Bra spel. Vad dåligt av oss.
Not quite deep enough, so Canada's going to ignore it and play the swingier side.
I would think so.
I think so, Switzerland sink a few in here earlier.
Practice, or in the first end.
Both teams are such good front runners that that's the concern, right? You're pushing so hard not to let the other guy get 1 point ahead of you.
Line's a little tight right now.
Because they can run away and manage the scoreboard.
Top four.
Christopher Sundgren just drawing the top 12, so there's a little bit of a stagger now out here that the Canadians may be able to get behind.
Top four. Yep, come on. Come on.
Top four. And there it is, and they are sucked behind.
They don't overbrush this. They knew exactly where it was going to be. You don't want to be deep on this. It gives Sweden an out.
I slid just a wiggle tight, so it was kind of nice to be able to slid a little low and was able to give it a little.
That's good.
Careful not to run them back and take your own out here.
Rasmus Vrano. Sundgren, run it back. Oh, they just grazed that Canadian guard. But they do unlock it now. There's no stagger anymore.
Oh, and they stayed at corner guards on both sides.
Kept their yellow one alive too, barely.
Oh.
That's a Vranu. Brett Gallant.
Normal. Nice weight. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep.
Hard. Really good weight.
Hard. Lean on it hard. 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 Normal.
And just off the back. Spills in. They're sitting 3. That is biting the top of the 12. Canada without last rock.
Okay. That a little soft.
Oh, some great brushing. Hold that.
Good weight.
Yeah, really nice.
Threw that tiny bit soft.
Okay. Sätt den här micken där.
It's interesting how they pass that information up the line. Eh? So
har du nu?
Brett Gallant make sure that he gets it, conveys it to Mark Nichols, who was on the brush.
Mjuk. Japp. 10. Japp. Från andra eller? Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
And right through the hole.
Alldeles mjukt. 10-3. 10-0 ja.
Det var dryg normal,
I
Rasmus.
wanted to get the wide one, the one that's buried.
Yeah, they missed that by quite a bit.
Behövde farten för jag dubbeln och virklicken liksom.
Really moved hard off the line.
It's like
Which it has
it's
all
probably
week.
the quickest spot in the sheet.
Yeah, that's nothing new.
To me, it feels 6 feet quicker than just like.
Yeah, that's what felt to me.
Maybe 5 feet quicker.
Yeah.
Right.
There's the information. That's that much quicker. They're talking 5 feet quicker.
That's what they're so good at, isn't it? We watched the United States miss a lot of them heavy in this spot earlier today.
Good. Nice and tight. Line's a little tight. Broom weight. Hard. Line's tight.
Where are we at? Broom length still.
Okay, stay down. Line's still tight.
A little tighter than that.
Well, just short of that yellow.
Really
Line's
close
good.
to
Even with the yellow.
Whoa, then. Line's fine.
Just shy of the yellow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Leave it, leave it. Good spot, Mark.
Well, they just probably we've remarked greatly since St. John's and the Briar, the way this team has grown, their communication.
You were always going to leave them something.
Well, that was almost a 16, so that front end is right about the weight. It is a lot faster.
I wonder just, Russ, if they could have maybe just taken it a little bit more or gotten off it so it curls and staggers rather than sitting there.
I'm with you. I think if you just tickled the 4-foot or the 12-foot a foot farther, you take everything away. This is tricky too because they're trying to hit about 2/3 of this yellow one. If you're any thinner, the rock that's being thrown will tick the red one first, and the yellow one won't go very far. You're pretty precise here.
Oscar Eriksson is taking the brushing right out of this. And he'll get the stone from behind the guard. But look what's happened now. That center line is cluttered again. There's a stagger. And the shot stone is sitting top 4. In fact, the Canadians are sitting 2.
Trouble the way that turned out. You had to miss that the other way. Staggered the guards and leaves the shot rock guard.
Here, he only gets 2 of them. Yeah. You just got to be careful. He runs the yellow in and might roll behind the guard. Okay. I still think the red's coming back anyway. Yeah, right there.
I like this.
Yeah.
Broom length over.
And now Sweden's...
keep it high, but we got to make sure we guard this. Yeah.
Sweden's 2 corner guards are actually in their own way. There's no path to the 4-foot you see on either side of the screen.
Any slower on this side?
No red double trail, I don't think either.
Slightly.
No.
Not much, because mine said
that yellow, center line yellow is a little too tight for it.
So nice chance for a steal here.
A 3rd over?
Yes, 3rd over.
You know, there are some games this week, in particular, when you're playing some teams that aren't of the same quality. You wonder.
Halfway. Clean it.
You always respect the opposition, but that opposition isn't necessarily going to make all the shots you expect them to. This is a game, and this is a team that you respect them from skip down to lead in everything that they do.
And really what I talked about, that you have to expect in this game also that you're going 10-11 ends. So that's, you know, that kind of settles you in to know it's going to be a long game and a battle with these guys.
Maybe they didn't quite get the stone where they wanted it. They wanted, I thought, on the center line, Russ.
No, it's good now. You just didn't want to leave a port to that red shot rock. Okay. So it's fine. Tough decision here now.
Så måste spela ner den där mot den och kanske få titt på den där om vi tar tunt. Får vi bra träff på gul så kanske den kan gå in I bot. Ja, exakt. Exakt. Sätta
Just
den
to run
mot
that red, that red one back in, try and open it up.
You could, this type of thing, Cheryl, where you just try to kick that yellow somewhere.
Across the top. And
yeah, I like that a lot. Tough shot, though.
Maybe get lucky and get that yellow in the rings. The worst case, you open it up. They're going to get in trouble. They're going to have no shot here soon.
That's what went wrong last time. It didn't open it up.
Eriksson. Oh, and they just touched the Canadian stone on the way by. So center line is open.
Better, a little bit better.
Yeah, nice try.
They're going to get forced. That was a tick behind the corner guard now. Almost.
Yeah, any more of that, and that yellow one might be buried. And there's a chance for a 2, but I think Sweden, the way they've been out curled this end, they have to be happy to take their singles. They've got to find a way to do that.
Still a little less, Mark.
On this guard, these guards on this ice have been a little trickier because of the amount of curl.
If anything, I'd rather give them your side, Brett.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Speed's good.
Still really quick.
Yeah, it's like still 4 feet.
Just
quick.
2 ends in the books, and both Gushue and Edin are throwing perfect games so far.
There's the comment. It's 4 feet quicker.
To go a little.
It's not bad. I think it's
huge crowd in here. A little warmer air temperature.
Needs to curl a bit.
The surface could get a little greasier.
I'd like it to curl.
But we don't expect any frost as it is dried up outside.
3 feet short. Yep, really tight. Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead.
Maybe take a little rub here.
Stay on it. Stay on it. Yeah,
there is that rub. And it'll die just shy of the center line. The hole's there now, though.
Wow. Just did not move off that guard.
We talk about that being the swinger's side, too, so whether they just had too much ice or ticked it out there.
Almost called. Plan B was almost perfect. Good for Mark to be on it.
That really tracked on me, though.
Lite där, tror jag. Men väl tar linan så borde det dra.
Not simple to roll left, Cheryl. It's there.
Ja, borde den bli bra.
Could go the other way, but...
And you know,
Kan ta mitt emellan där då. Få 2-3 center till.
Kommer vi uppe till luckan så är det bra om vi har en rygg där bak. Där bak 12 liksom.
yeah, if you don't do it, he will.
Vilken fart vill du ha då?
Hack. Men inte apväsentlig på att den går ut utan sätta vilken när det
Out a little wider in this, it seems to be extremely straight. We've talked about it all week, but I think once you get pretty close to that line, it's going to go.
Hack! Japp! Hack!
Could this be the route for Sweden here in the third? Going to get across the nose? No, just to it. He got a little bit of a turn behind that just off center guard.
That was a tough shot. You had to hair that guard. You knew you were going to be careful with that. And I don't know if you'd want to throw much less weight.
Nicholas was concerned because he's the one that was yelling to sweep it.
It tried at the end.
Every time Brad Gushue comes down here to throw,
right there, yep.
Crowd responds.
Oh, looks like lots of ice, eh?
Yep. Hey, what are you throwing, board?
I was thinking solid hack.
Okay.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good then, yeah.
Okay.
Clean. Hack. Yeah. Just past the hack.
Whoa. Close.
Clean. It's good weight.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Just to the bumper.
Whoa. Not heavy. Close. Yep. Whoa.
Collette.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, now.
Oh,
and watch this roll. Watch this roll. Look at that roll.
Really perfect weight. You heard the brushers say it's exactly so manageable.
Perfect weight.
Yeah.
Well, they got their wish. They threw 2 center guards to get a force, and they've got it.
Played a good end, Canada.
You're kind of going into it.
So now you've got to follow it down. You've only thrown 1 draw so far, Nicholas Edin. You've got to have a bit of the forefoot.
Greasy fast here too in this spot. A little bit straighter this turn.
Drawing against 2.
Ha linje.
Känns där just nu.
Är mitt I hålet.
Sundgren on the left, Renault on the right. And they've backed right off here.
Whoa.
They have backed right off here. And the hand goes up from Mark Nichols, acknowledging as it digs in and sits right on the pin.
Hey,
Sweden takes a single, and we're tied. Well, you talk about, again, force efficiency, and this is a great execution here that forces Sweden to draw for 1.
All about the speed. You heard Delant say perfect speed. That's why you get the perfect result. Rolled it right in behind. Shrinks the scoring area. Makes Nicholas take his single with a tough draw.
Key shot is brought to you by Scotty's The Tissue. For any issue. On this gold medal Sunday night in Edmonton here in the Northlands Coliseum. Our final evening. The Ford World Men's Curling Championship, and we're tied at 1. Canada, Brad Gushue and the team from the Ballyhilly Country Club, the Remax Center in St. John's, will have the last rock playing the Redstone.
I think that's what makes this battle so fascinating is that ability to force, because they're the top 2 teams at the force efficiency. So who gets the edge? Gushue has the edge on hammer efficiency, but not against Nicholas.
14-3, they were off.
That's just the angles, being able to shut the forefoot down, and being okay throwing a couple center guards. You don't see that very often. Not early game. Not when you're not chasing a steal.
Yeah.
Go heavy.
Well then.
Line's fine.
Right to it. Whoa, no line.
Frozen. You can't bump.
We're bumping.
Oh, can't bump with this line.
Might not.
It's just bumping.
It's gonna be no.
Past it.
No, we're on it right now, so we just gotta wait.
Do you want me to roll it though?
No, leave it. Okay.
Well, not only are they 1-2 here at these Ford Worlds, but they are 1-2 on the money list on the World Curling Tour, and Nicholas Edin by a good number of dollars. They met 6 times during the tour season so far. And remember now that Mark Nichols did skip this team the first half of the season with Brad Gushue injured. And in 5 games, Edin won 4 of them. When Brad Gushue came back, he won a game. So it's 4-2, Edin leading Gushue on the tour.
And now you look at Ken. Gushue beat Edin 3 times in a row. Round robin, 1 versus 2, and here.
Perfect.
Smidge low, guys.
I really think for Nicholas early in this event is, Brad Gushue played, Jamie Barrasa's ice was the Briar ice. So he had the advantage of playing on that ice because it is a little bit different. Nicholas plays on tour ice all through the season. That ice is a little different. You create tendencies of how you're going to throw. And we saw in that round robin game, Nicholas throws a little out with his intern, makes sure he's out to the broom, and that cost him a couple times. 2 big ends.
Oh, curl. Roll that shooter, Jeff. That's good. Okay, good.
Runs it back, unlocks it, leaves the Swedish stone as shot rock, but now there are a couple of corners up for Canada.
Real good stone.
You got to throw that really pure now. So straight.
I like that better.
That's a great result.
Oh yeah.
Just
a little bit greasy, just not quite curl.
Well, there you go. We're hearing that now.
Yeah.
Not the F word, it's the G word.
Greasy.
Greasy.
And that's from the heat from the people. The air temperatures obviously affects the very top of the surface. And these guys are so good. They're saying that the hits aren't going to grab as much with it being greasy and being that shade straighter. Now you need some good rock positioning here. You're going to let Brad Gushue hit and roll.
Oh, and there's the chance.
I threw a hack.
Hack! Hack! I have half of this thing, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Hack weight.
Single guard is so tough on this ice because of the curl.
Yeah.
Hack!
Nice weight.
Brett Gallant.
Yep.
They knew right away.
Maybe a little heavy.
Hack was called for as soon as he let it go. Hack is what they announced. And called down to Brad Gushue. And that will be a little too thin. Boy, that seemed to be more than the hack.
Mine ran really straight there in the second.
Man, I didn't think that was that hard.
It was probably getting up to nestling to the boards.
14-2, 14-3 på din Kippa.
Yep.
So maybe closer to bumper weight, you think, Russ?
Yeah, or just playing over through it, and that's just easy to do. A hack waiter's no different than a draw la forefoot. You've got to throw the appropriate weight.
Känns kort, kommer behöva gå. Topp 12. Känns vid. Pelin kommer nu. Treppa håll igång nu. Treppa. Topp 12, vänta så länge ni kan. Topp 8. Treppa behöver gå för linje, du behöver dra in den här.
Really gotta curl.
Gå. Det bara går nu, Japp. Hårt! Det kommer bra, kör! Kom igen! Bara så vidare.
I'll find the top 4 to sit 2 without last rock.
Bra att säga till.
So even a little under. Okay. The same shots there too, Brad, but... What's that? I can play the same shot as Brett. Yeah, I think you got to be shot or he just continues to go there.
Okay.
Back 8? Back 12.
Back 12.
Okay.
Off of the weight up, certainly what from Brett through. Obviously more curl and trying to get to the inside here.
Whoa. Whoa, way out
So we
there.
talked about
line.
in the opening 4 of these teams is whoever gets to the inside has that big advantage.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Just through. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
Back
Whoa,
line.
off,
Back line.
Off. Follow through, Jeff. Follow through. Go, go, go.
Well, they got a little
Nice
flip
look
as
at
well and push it back, and they'll push it all the way back 12.
That's so good.
And they got a little bit across the nose, so a little bit more underneath that center guard.
Shot. Pretty good. Nice try.
Couldn't have thrown it any better. I don't think you can get at that without jamming on the corner yellow, the Swedish Rock at the back 8. I think they have to play the run back, Cheryl.
Yeah, it looks like it.
This is what gets that much harder for your opponent by making a great shot like that. The run back's no gimme, and it could jam on something.
1 stone at the back 8, 1 stone at the back 12. Something to just clutter it up, junk it up at the back.
Vanlig clearing.
Yep.
Oscar Eriksson.
Whoa. Whoa.
Run it back he does. Watch where it goes, and he finds the hole.
No problem. Oscar was brilliant in the semifinal, as you said, Russ. He just, those were the shots he made.
Like
Run
here.
backs, doubles.
Just board, hey?
Focus on glance.
Leaves the shooter out in front.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Still 2 tries to roll Barry here for Team Canada.
Mark
Board
Nichols.
it. Little hard. Yep. Little hard. Yeah.
Right away.
Line's tight.
Right away.
Hard.
Now, Walker.
Easy.
Glenn
Hard.
staying with
Big
it.
board. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Now late licks and roll it underneath and sit down, and it's going to show itself a little bit.
Caught right in between. Roll farther, you're great. On top of that yellow, you roll less, you're buried.
Sorry, Mark, I got in between on you.
Was a little big.
Those are so tough for the skipper to call that perfect. They got the roll. It was just, you wanted to roll 2 feet or 4 feet. They rolled 3.
Rolling half area would have been better than that, I think, if I stayed on it.
I brought this up earlier, and this is pretty straight here. Brad Gushue's only shot I remember him missing clean. It wasn't an easy one. He was only hitting a third of a rock, but he flashed one here wide late in the week.
Sikta på en center utsida. Yes.
Gonna get just about to the nose, Cheryl, or you're going to jam on that back one.
This is the only time I've seen, and it was an intern for Nicholas against Team Canada in the round robin. Flared this out a little bit and overthrew, so not the spot to do it in.
11.
Nicholas Edin, boy, right away. That was a call for some help. Sundgren, Brano. Watch this guard now. Watch his own center guard. Oh, they just got it by. And they get across the nose and underneath. And they get away with the jam at the back.
Holy.
Oh my goodness, that looked like it was all over the guard.
Incredible rushing. Then look at over curls enough to jam over here.
And then wiggle to the back, Cheryl. Actually, they're sitting 3, I believe.
This is where I think he's learned to manage the ice and his release on this ice, because we talked round robin, he would kind of throw that out to the broom. This one, he threw it straight at it.
The yelling helps.
It just makes you feel better anyway.
It was this. It was if it jumped on him a little bit, because he didn't seem to be so concerned when he released it.
Good point.
Can you get by the red one and make the draw good?
Oh my God, yes, yeah. Okay, let's give it a go.
I agree with you.
Wants to rethink things here, Brad Gushue.
They're not convinced this is there. I think it is, but I don't mind this draw either.
Do you want to be back button, or?
Well, we're risking.
You go here. He's playing that straight tap, right?
We almost have to be here and make room for 2, but
I don't mind this. I just think you got to throw a little less than hack.
Well, we got to make sure we get out of the 8-foot. Because we're rolling.
But you also got to, I guess it doesn't matter, but.
I think it's there with just hack.
Okay.
This is the safer play. If you tap this back somewhere, just get it out of the forefoot, you'll probably score with a well-thrown last stone, and you keep control of the game.
Where will the shooter roll to, though? Will it not roll under cover?
It could. Double those off.
It definitely could.
Okay, let's make this.
And if you decided to play the draw to the back four, Cheryl, what are you opening yourself up to?
Well, a steal would be the issue because you got to come around a couple stones. You're coming around center guard again. And if you come back four, they freeze. You give up a steal or a force.
Yeah, and this is safer, and you could still get a chance for two.
Yeah.
This is what he wanted to play, and that's what they're playing.
Whoa!
Gushue in his first.
Close. Yep.
Going to have to get close to that guard.
Really good weight.
Going to have to get close to it now.
Off. Right off. Watch.
Now, watch where this yellow goes. Do they have enough? They'll roll their shooter under cover.
Oh, boy. Wow.
That's so good.
He had to play that.
Great shot. Right off!
He wanted to play it. Let him play it.
Watch.
I got yellow.
No. Yep.
How good is that?
Oh, boy.
Tough for him because he plays the run, right? Like,
what?
Play the run and jam over there.
Well, the entire Gushue family's here, of course. Say hi. Thank you very much. Great glasses. I like the Maple Leaf glasses.
Just perfectly underneath. What a great stone. You could probably get an in-turn in there and tap it a foot, but that's so tough. This has to be perfect too, or Brad's just going to do it again for two.
Men ja, bite 4 bara ändå, för han kommer ju åt den.
Ja. Bite 4. Ja.
Måste vara skott idag, ska se vart hans ligger. Vi måste in en deci minst. Göm det viktigaste.
Ja.
Lika lätt här eller lite högre?
Ja, det borde vara lika lätt här.
Oscar threw in here and didn't quite bury it. He's left-handed, so this could run even straighter.
Okej, fart!
Håller du koll?
4.
Great hit and roll. Canada sits the one. Totally covered. T-line, 8 foot. Final stone. The Swede Nicholas Edin.
Farten. Den är där. Sitt. Var med.
Sitt, nej!
Japp. Hårt!
Oh, wow. Can you do it again?
I think so.
Då snurr den där.
Okej.
There's a sliver. And it's a little deeper.
Would you ever come with the other turn?
You could, but A, knows it. B, this is a slightly swingier turn.
Go on the yellow once it hits.
And he can jam this onto there and still sit two, as long as he doesn't roll too far. The only way you could make this is the fact that he just made it, because this is tough.
That gives him a little extra confidence.
It's an inch less, Mark.
It's the speed control that makes
Somewhere in
these for
between
Brad.
that.
He's so good at that.
Final stone shot rock.
Yep.
Top 4. Covered.
Yep.
And again, they got him early. Boy, a little bit more weight, but watch for this guard now. Called off. He did it once. Let's do it. Coming back. No, it won't. And they'll settle for just the one.
One red.
They got caught by the crowd and the noise. Maybe that early brushing. And then it spills just too far. Yep, they overcooked it. 2-1 Canada. You don't often see this. Russ, not from this front end. They don't make these kind of mistakes, but I think they got caught up with the crowd and they just didn't communicate.
Well, it was 2 feet, I would say, maybe 2.5 feet heavier, which is a brilliant try, but they had to get it by. You don't score 2 if you don't get it by. They give up a steal, so they did a good job to get it by. That's half the battle here.
But watch this now. He's yelling at them, and he wants them now to get off. Get off. They're still brushing. And finally, when they do, it hits and then rolls too far. Or just a single. So Canada picks up the 1 and now lead it 2-1 as we welcome you back. Sportsmanship Award. The trophy to be presented here on this gold medal Sunday night at the Northlands Coliseum. Sweden will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 5 playing the Yellowstones.
That'll go down as a miss, but it really wasn't. If you don't get it by the guard, it's 2-1 Sweden. It was a 2-point swing just by making contact and getting that enemy rock out of there. It looks like a miss because he made it the first time, but that is a tough curling shot. Made one, missed one.
Risky shot for 2.
Oh, ser hård ut. Ja, känns. Kan man hålla med? Börja sacka nu ändå. Hur är linjen?
Fortfarande väldigt
Vitt 8. Känns. Jämn höjd med röd.
Hårdare än deras på klockan.
Jämn höjd med röd.
Hårdare än deras. Nej. Bra bedömt. Hade 14-8 på deras. De gick ju ganska mycket på slutet.
Still taking its time on that out turn going down.
Top 4? Yep. Yeah, I like that. Top 4. It's quick, eh? Yeah. It's not much of a bump.
Top 8.
Easy line. Top 8. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, line mark.
Still top 8.
Needs a curl. A little bump. No.
Fighting the 4.
Line's bad right now. No, let it work. Let it work. All on its own. All on its own. All on its own. Curl a bit, baby. Curl.
That'll be fine.
Okay,
nice shot.
Well, Jules Ocher, of course, a longtime coach with Kevin Martin. You go back to their college days and all the success he had with Martin and the Olympic gold for Briars. And now here, of course, as the coach for Brad Gushue.
Liten tap.
Topp 4.
Typ 10 fart eller bakåt.
Topp 4.
His expertise, as we've said before, is really with the stones and getting them matched up properly, tracks them all.
Lite hård. Ta fart! Bak 8. Wow. Jag tycker den är hård. Bak 12 nästan. Bak 12.
Ja, upp. Den är stenhård.
Chapp är okej, va? Bak 8 nu.
Japp.
Bak 8.
Hårt! Hårt! Bra där. 13-4.
Fredrik Lindberg used to play with Nicholas Edin, and they won that World Championship. That was in Victoria. Olympic bronze. In Sochi, he was there, and of course now has turned his attention to coaching.
Half a rock. Half a rock.
Half a rock.
I just think it's going to go to there.
And sitting right next to Peja Lindholm, 3-time world champion. So Nicholas Edin has a chance to equal his mentor.
Need some kilometers per hour here to kick those two yellow Swedish rocks out of there.
No.
This is running.
Brett Galland, bang, bang, and he'll get rid of one.
Okay.
It's interesting that in those early days, you know, Sweden would, well, Schellekarius or Ragnar Kemp. But then, at the turn of the calendar, that's when Sweden really started to put together. Late 97, and look at what they've done since then. And Nicholas Edin trying to win a third here, 13-15. Will it be 17? And another world championship. And you've got talent like this coming along. And Edin and Oscar Eriksson can make you a contender very quickly.
Oh, and it can be a long, they can have a long career in this game.
Nice call here. Most people would be worrying about that Canadian stone on the top of the forefoot, but this spreads out the yellows. They do have hammer here. Now, Canada kind of has to make the move here now.
Yeah. I like on the nose. Or a hair this side. Yeah.
Run this back dead on, the yellow dead on. Both yellows go. If you get it a little where Brad's broom is, the raised red one will go over and get that one that was just thrown. Kind of an either or double.
Whoa! No!
Mark Nichols.
No! No, curl!
Oh, and away they go. And it will spin to a stop. Canada sitting to 2 without last rock.
Just a big game player, this guy.
Bam, bam, make him go away.
You always make a check mark beside those players that under all this pressure, they can just raise their level of play.
Is it there, Cheryl, the double? You got to kick that thing a long way across. You might be just playing a hit and roll in.
Oh, I think this is double weight.
Oscar Eriksson, 1, and that's all he'll get.
Really went with that kind of weight. I wonder if he helped it a bit.
Looked like he slid crooked. It looked like his shoulders had to twist to get it back in the brooms. He might have, yeah, pushed it in late.
Yeah.
Stabbed it, maybe.
I think so. Okay. What's this gonna do, Brad? You'll get some curl here. Okay. Kind of weight. Just here. Okay.
Why this one and not the other one that was just played?
Yeah, you hit the other one, it's easier to sit 2, but it's also easier to set up a double. This won't set up a double, so they're just going to roll in a foot, and they're fine.
Whoa! Normal. Whoa, right off. No! Curl, baby. James. Okay, Mark.
Didn't get that roll.
Well, that's been a little bit of the typical ice shape out here. There's just a little bit of a shelf, the edge of the 12-foot, and we've seen it all week. Just sits there.
Den är okej. Helst inte vicka precis för långt, men det är vickar den för långt så tar vi den ända dit.
Känns som att ligga kvar är viktigt ändå.
Opportunity back here.
10-0 eller mer.
10-0 är bra.
Tricky too, though. If you roll underneath and Brad ever makes that double, now it would be pretty flat.
Is he going to try and roll far, like long?
I think so. I think that's what they're trying.
Probably be the better play. Just to your point.
And they get a little bit of a roll towards that off-center guard.
Half.
It's there.
Gotta be dead free here.
And again, as he always does, Brett Gallant goes down. Wants to see exactly where this stone has to make contact, and now he'll make his way back.
Just leaving nothing to chance.
Half, I think.
All 4 of them aware.
You guys like that ice there? New.
Yeah. Usually when you throw it this hard, you back it up a little bit, so that's why Brad's taking almost negative ice here.
Well, nice peel.
Gushue.
Yep. 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 Whoa. Yes. Yes.
Yes, now. Yes, now. Oh, get out underneath. Don't stop. Keep going.
Brilliant.
So we almost lost it.
Yeah, Brad was pretty certain he wanted them on
I
this.
think we almost had to hit it in that spot to get it out.
I think we hit it hair thicker. It goes a lot easier.
I don't know, because when you hit it thicker, your red one's not coming across as quick.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty good.
I think it was brilliant.
Nej, lite grann.
A great game.
93 på den, ja.
Den var extremt mycket lösare. Satt, skulle jag säga. Den höll vi för hela vägen också.
Ja.
Quite a bit of ice here. I assume they're playing the freeze now, not the come around.
Nicholas Edin.
99.
Alex, kör igång!
Stanna i handen, det bara gå.
Kort.
Håll ut den!
Kör! Kort där, en klippa.
Sundgren. Vrano.
Hårt! Har den fortfarande i linje, klippa. Kom igen!
Trying to carry this down to back button. Trying to put it on the corner.
Fortsätt.
This is going to overcurl.
I thought they might play the come around, Cheryl. Just go top 8, let him play the run back. He makes it, you still get your 1.
Yeah.
So you know how hard those freezes are.
Oh, I mean, this ice with these rocks, they're almost impossible.
From his gesture there, I'm not sure if he's suggesting that he may have gotten it started a little
Yeah,
bit.
looked like he didn't have much handle on it either, yeah.
Same weight as last one or a few feet more? I think a few feet more. You might have been just to the hack last time.
Try and get this yellow and roll on top of your own. A little less for Nicholas to come down to.
Final stone.
Clean weight, hack. Clean.
Brad Gushue
Clean. Yeah.
trying to get the shot rock back of the button, just off center line.
Hard, guys.
Got it by the guard.
Hard.
Yeah, that they do. Down to shot stone, do that too, and then roll over and crawl up the back of their own stone. Good team indeed.
Exactly how they called this. If you just sit there, you leave a really easy pocket. So they called the roll and got the roll.
Shot to come back at a soft waiter up to that bullet double.
Oh, I got 14.8 on it still. 1.5, I think, wouldn't it? For spins?
I just heard the front end for Canada say that they thought Nicholas is picked in his hand. I thought he'd draw here. He just threw it. You overcurl by hair, so if you're light, you're on the pin. If you're heavy, you'd use these for backing. Be really precise here not to give up a steal.
Facing 3. There's 2 at the back 4. There's also that biter at the top 12 at around 2 o'clock. This is Sundgren and Vrano. They got to hold this. Watch out now, and it'll sit in time. Nearly did it again. What a game.
The 2017 Ford World Men's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
It is a beautiful spring evening here in Edmonton, overlooking the North Saskatchewan. Sweden and Canada have gone back and forth, trading singles from that second. We're tied at 2 as we check the numbers after 5, and it's advantage Sweden overall by 4 percentage points. The difference really has been Brad Gushue, his draw weight is down at 58%. Compare that to Nicholas Edin, who's 92, and Edin is 10 points better than Gushue, 98 to 88. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. Canada will have last rock when we come back.
The 2017 Ford World Men's Curling Championship is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Well, this beautiful evening here may be spoiled by some rain and maybe flurries overnight. We'll have coverage of the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship Wednesday, April 26, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time from Lethbridge as Canada plays England. That'll be our next stop in the season of champions. In a 2-2 tie, Canada-Sweden for the gold medal here in Edmonton. And today at the Nutana Club in Saskatoon, Joanne Courtney, Reed Carruthers, congratulations. They won the Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship over Rachel Holman and John Morris, so they will represent Canada at those World Mixed Doubles, and the World Seniors will also be played that week in Lethbridge, so we wish them all good luck. Interesting how, again, two teammates playing off against each other in Rachel Holman and Joanne Courtney. And last year, of course, it was the two teammates here, Jeff Walker and Brett Gallant, facing each other, as Gallant won the mixed doubles last year with Jocelyn Peterman, but unable to play and then getting an exemption from Curling Canada to not play this year, and they will have an opportunity to go to the curling trials to represent Canada in Korea.
And yellow one, sorry, Charlotte, barely went out. It screeched to a halt there. No pun intended. But you wonder if it's starting to. You wonder if it's starting to frost up a little bit. I'll be here all week. Well, the week's over.
Well, you might be able to. You know, you can just
all on your own.
Yeah. If you ever mention the Stones kissing like the cod, I'm not going there. That's a little much.
I was really surprised, Russ. I don't know if you were with Nicholas. Those two rocks rolling frozen like that last stand, I would never have thrown any weight at that.
He just thrown the draw, and yes, it was a foot heavy. But if he brings the weight down, he makes the draw. If he's heavy again, he then has that wider line to use that for backing.
Yeah, it was just unusual weight choice.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard, Jeff. Whoa, whoa. Right to the wing. Right to the wing. Go, 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 go.
Ah, great shot.
Good shot.
Beauty. Modish.
Yep. Samma.
Yep. Hands. Whoa, whoa.
Mjuka till och med.
Okay. Okay.
And he'll hang it on the edge.
Such a great roll by Canada. Then once that's nose, then you go to the offense. That's why you threw the corner guard.
Well, we mentioned Jocelyn Peterman on the left, and Jeff Walker's now fiancée, Laura Crocker. They faced each other in last year's Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship.
Top 8. I think it's good. Yep. Top 8. Line's good. Top 4. Okay, line's good. Just fighting the 4. Room.
Play the weight, guys. Whoa.
Whoa, not
Top
curling.
8.
Fighting the 4. Line's good.
Jeff, it's yours.
Line's good.
Yours,
Jets
Jeff.
in. Jets in. Yep.
You gotta go, buddy. Hard.
Come on, finish it. Finish it, Jeff. Keep
Trying
it
to get it around now. That stone that's covering the edge of the 8. A little bit more, a little bit more. Nicely done to get it to the top edge of the 8.
Not enough to chase it. Great brushing to get that there. Get that last little bit of finish.
Looked like it slowed down just about 6 inches there.
Keep it alive. Go, go, go. Go a little more.
Another tough one for Oscar here.
Oscar Eriksson. Run it back and drive it by.
What do you think going this way, guys?
speed's nice. To me, it feels 2 feet. It feels 2 feet slower. We haven't threw anything going this way yet, but
Best chance Canada's had to set up that 2.
Down this spot. You think it's
it
good?
could be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think so.
Gotta think it's going to slide good.
It will slide good. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Top 4. Felt a little
Back 4.
Hold it. Might come down.
Wait, don't wait.
Stay close.
Line only right now.
T.
Lots of room right now.
T line's good.
Lots of room right now.
Top button.
Just
line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's good,
Right
Wolfgang. Can't bounce with this line.
Just around it.
We're beside it.
Right beside it. No, just around it.
Yep.
We're around it.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
Fine, Mark.
That's making the most of everything, isn't it?
Did ever.
Ah. That's great. Family, friends.
Sort of where we thought it was.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect positioning, really. Can't really hit that quarter buried one and roll and hang around with any speed.
Stop. Oh. Yes. 10-0. 10-0.
Vänta. Kommer nu.
Yep.
10 nu.
Try and roll right behind the center.
And there is that roll, and it'll pop out the other side.
Ja, där. 10-1.
Grymt.
Try and get as close
Just
to
lost it.
He's gonna
Oscar's
have
run
the
back
double,
ran
no
so
matter what
straight,
we
and
do.
they waited on this one.
You can't roll buried here, can you? I don't think.
No, I think it's enough for us there.
Which might leave a double.
Just through.
Yeah, just through the, just hack.
Just tap. It's good ice. That's what I had.
Yep. A little heavy.
Yeah, just a little heavy.
Heavy hack. Yes.
We're past the hack.
Hard for line.
Boy, wrecked the land now.
Oh.
Walker, did he save it for them?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Roll it. Go.
And now rolling it to the edge of the 4 and avoiding any kind of jam at the back. Sitting the 2
Was still a little heavy. But
with last rock here in 6.
He goes right into his own now, though.
Den ska ju verkligen döja med om den ska sitta.
Seen that line call before.
It's hard not to, Mark.
Oj. Då ligger vi 2 i alla fall.
So 2 things here. Do you, in fact, think that he goes into his own, or does he make the double?
Either way, he can either hit it into his own, but if he hits it right into his own, then Canada still sits shot rock. But you could get it somewhere in between, Vic. You could kind of go in and make the yellow-red double, and the Team Sweden would be happy with that. The problem with both of those options is you could get a little unlucky right there.
Now, the other thing that's stood out for me in that little brief conversation is Mark Nichols saying to Brad Gushue, "Oh, we've seen this line called before." And Gushue saying, "You know what? When I watch it, it's hard not to call on the brush. Is there a curl and then it straightens out on them and they don't need to brush?"
Yeah, it seems like it. They've seen that where it is. They go hard on it and then they're off right away. And it's unusual because in the semifinal that was going hard all the way.
Yes.
We saw a couple times where it
you're
was
right.
on the guard.
You're absolutely right. Thin double though, you don't mind leaving people these all day.
I think you get this thin enough, it goes over the back one. I think thin is the better way to get it.
Right.
You go into over the yellow one and you go into the side of the yellow on the left or onto the red.
He's throwing this pretty hard.
Couple options.
I don't think he's whipping it.
I'm not sure if this is hard or this is whipping it. Edin with his first 1, and he'll make them both.
Nice play.
Also.
He looks so much more comfortable with this ice.
Oh, that game last night against Switzerland after what he had thrown on in the 1-2 Friday.
2 choices, play the come around and hope Nicholas can't make that run back.
Yeah, no, but I think if you hit this first, it might kind of slide up there.
I think it depends on the weight. If you don't overthrow it, I think.
Okay.
Either make the double or hit
don't
the
mind it, 'cause I
closest
think
one
we
to the
draw,
center line and roll
he's making
frozen.
that run back anyway.
I think so. We threw marks going this way out here, and it ran.
Yeah. There's a bit of curl out here.
Yeah.
What kind of weight are you throwing here?
Solid board. Nose is fine, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
They're just trying to hit the shot rock and roll corner frozen or roll it right on top, I believe.
You like this, Jeff?
I do. I think it makes that run back pretty easy.
Yep. I think
You like
you're
that
right,
ice for
Russ.
solid board?
So that's the reason for not going behind, just because they can run it back?
Pretty close to me. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot.
This keeps that blank alive.
Oh, they had such a good opportunity for a deuce. You just think it's going to be the first team that gets that deuce that
Solid board.
finally takes control.
Yeah. Hard, gotta go. Really gotta go. Gotta go.
Wyatt and Walker pick him up halfway down.
Yeah. Whoa! Off it!
And up on the corner.
Real good. Good.
And they are the shot stone. Wow.
Really nice shot.
Good shot.
It's either a throw through or a draw.
Goes that any harder on that exact same line that spins out. Nicholas is going around that center guard.
Well, he almost geared it out, didn't he?
Yes,
Because he
exactly.
did.
That's why he threw the weight he did. Smart call.
It did climb up the side of the stone.
It tried to get out of there.
This isn't simple. You hit it dead on. It's got to travel 12 feet to get out of the rings. Heel weight high side.
Edin and his last. Vrano.
Yep.
Eriksson calling line.
Yep. Port.
And he'll push it out the back. Lovely shot.
Heads up, Jeff.
And as he does so often, he'll just push it into the bumper, avoid the wear and tear. A blank. We're tied at 2.
Mark's kind of been my, he's been my teammate for a long time, but a guy that I trust and rely on.
Always in a good mood, you know, it just keeps us going.
Mark Nichols.
Yep. Hard. Whoa!
Come across. Look at this. Move it far enough. And look at that shooter.
Hard worker. He'll do anything for you.
Top four. Hard line. Top 8. Hard line.
Very grounded. He's, very humble and very calming influence as well.
Pretty good.
I really respect his opinion. I think he's, a lot more cerebral than people give him credit for.
He's a guy that you'll, in a tough situation, you look at him and he's always going to be pretty calm.
Good, boys. Brett's in.
It certainly would have been odd winning a Brier without him because of all we've been through.
And now hoping that they'll get a chance to lift this trophy next. The World Championship trophy. Gold medal final from here at Northlands Coliseum on this Sunday night, our final evening here in Edmonton. In a 2-2 tie, we go to 7, and once again, Canada with Last Rock playing the Redstones. And considering the week, this should be no surprise. All 4 were the very best at their positions, and so it's a clean sweep. For a team that's been absolutely perfect, the first team All-Stars is all Team Canada.
Yep. Hard. Like to roll it. Come on. Go. Right now. Good shot. Good shot.
I thought it was pretty telling the other night, Vic. I was listening to Team Gushue and the up close and personal being interviewed, and the fans could ask questions. And one of them asked Brad Gushue, being off, watching your team through the first half of the season, what was that like? And he said, the biggest thing I learned is they can win without me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was not so telling for Brad, but for the other 3. And has just honestly changed the dynamics on the team and the confidence of the other 3. And it's pretty impressive what that did. You'd never think an injury would have a silver lining like it did, and it did. It really helped.
Might be a gold lining.
Okay.
Interesting play here. The one went deep, and they just keep hitting it, and Canada's really happy with that.
Forward.
At this point in time, it's a blank end.
Clean. Whoa.
He'd love to have 2 hammers to 1
Whoa.
coming down the stretch.
Forward. Whoa, off, guys.
Really close.
Yep. Go ahead. Roll it, Mark. Good. Good.
This is the only team, though, you have to, it's a minor victory for Sweden so far, because Sweden's the only team so far that's been able to shut down Gushue with the hammer, and that's been the advantage back and forth. I mean, they had almost a 20% advantage with hammer efficiency, and Sweden's been able to force.
Yep.
Yeah.
Forward! Hard, Brad.
Oh, boy.
Hard.
Brano.
Nicholas missed one there in the 1-2 game. Hit and rolled out for a steal of 1. Wow.
Changes things a lot.
It doesn't ever. It's 3 in game, and you've got hammers. Your odds are getting better here for Canada.
All right, I think I know the reason, but would you not? I know it's the 7th, and you want to get to the 8th and go even ends out if you can, but
I didn't have much worries with being.
would there be much harm in trying to just remove that stone, roll to a corner, and try to generate something? That was only the last of the second stones.
Yeah, it's not wrong. We've seen it done for sure. It's just, it's kind of like, yeah, you might be able to get your 2. If you don't, though, and you're forced, you're not happy, and that's what can happen, because Sweden would go around that guard at some point, and your blank is gone, so you'd have to really play well to get that 2. If you don't, and you give that advantage kind of back to Sweden, Brad's happy with this. He'll blank 7, he'll blank 8, he'll blank 9. He doesn't care.
No, you're absolutely right. Rather than trying to generate your 2, you could generate a force.
Yeah, generate a 1 and number 10. That's
normal. Yep.
The ultimate goal.
Hard. Lead's good. Hard. Roll a bit, Jeff.
Oh, you got to hang around here.
And it will come to a stop. Mark Nichols here by himself this week. Wife Colette is back home, and they are expecting their 2nd child to join Beckett.
Wasn't nearly that
now
aggressive.
3.
If that had rolled out, Nicholas would have called for a freeze.
A little more. Yep. Clean it. Yep. Just a little more weight. Yep. Clean. Yep. Good throw, Mark. Nice weight. Shot. Sweet.
If you were just looking at the score and you hadn't seen this game, you'd think it was back before the free guard zone, and it was just up and down the sheet, but it's just been execution by both teams, back and forth. Best chance Team Canada had was last end for that deuce, and a great double made by Nicholas.
All forward.
Ren. Whoa. Ren.
Whoa.
Ren.
Up.
Nicholas will stay at this end because he knows what he's doing with his next one.
Normal?
Yeah, just.
Mark's last one was normal.
Yeah.
As much attention to detail as any other shot. Something like this, because you just make the assumption, no, it's a hit, roll it out, or hit stick. We can get through this.
Pretty good. Whoa. Whoa.
No pre-shot routine, no matter what shot it is.
Shot.
Probably about the same.
It's seems like such a little thing, but it's, you know, it cues you to throw. And if you start to get sloppy with the free ones, the open ones, then you do it on the big ones, and that's where you start the misses.
What does Sweden have to do here, Russ, to get this game turned around for them? Because, as you say, it's all in Canada's hands right now.
They're going to throw up some guards here, maybe 2, and it depends on what happens with the corner guard. And they're going to try really hard to steal, but keeping in mind a force would be a victory. They can force Canada to 1 in the 8th end, maybe blank the 9th, try to get 2 in the 10th. Brad would love to get his 2 and 8.
Yep.
They're both going to play aggressive, I believe.
Clean, clean, clean.
So one more time, we'll put a blank on the board here in 7. We will go to 8 in a 2-2 tie.
Jeff's probably the nicest guy in the world.
Jeff is probably the nicest person you'll ever meet. Jeff's a pretty quiet guy. Sometimes you got to check and see if his heart rate is going.
Not much bothers him, and he's a great teammate.
And you can hear right away Walker and Gallant talking to each other. Gotta go, gotta go. And boy, have they ever.
It's incredible how even keel he is, and definitely a huge asset to our team.
Hard, guys, right here.
Oh, that's just brilliant. And again, those two have just raised the bar.
Brett's a big part of this team.
Brett Gallant, 1, 2. Oh, come on. Come on.
Great sweeper, great front end player. He's such a perfectionist.
Mark. He's a funny guy. Brings the maturity level down a little bit on our team.
He's a bit of comedic relief for sure.
You know, to see his excitement when we won the Brier was really cool for me, and the expression on his face and how much it meant to him is one of the cooler moments that I'll remember from that.
He is a great player already, but he's going to be one of the guys to look out for, you know, over the next number of years.
They are a terrific team, and that win at the Tim Hortons Brier will stay with certainly me, I think our crew, all of us, and I think most of Canada for a long time. That was as an exciting, emotional win. To do it at home in St. John's was something we won't soon forget. We're tied at 2 as Canada now tries to win a
Top
36th men's world title since 1959 and the great Ernie Richardson. And here in 8, it is Canada that once again does have last rock, playing the Redstones in a very, very tight game. And as you said, Russ, up go those 2 centerline guards.
Yep.
This is like a 10th end right now for Sweden.
Very true, and they, without going to the point that they could give the game away here, they're going to be very aggressive. You can give up 2s and 3s doing this, obviously, and that's what Canada's banking on. Nice corner guard there, too, for Canada. Saw a little bit of frost on the sides. I don't think down that 4-foot or maybe middle of the 8-foot area it affects it at all. So coming in here, I don't see any differences yet, but the brushers are going to have to be really aware.
Liten dutt. 10 line. Yep.
I'd like to bump this a bit if they could.
Bak 4, bak 4.
Very nice.
You know, we wondered about this Canadian team and being tested because the week had gone so well. And as you said, off the ice, almost 2 full games in terms of lack of playing time. This is also the closest or the fewest points that they have scored so far. Every game, no fewer than 7 points the Canadians have scored throughout the round robin and the 1-2. They scored 7 against Switzerland. The very first draw a week ago Saturday afternoon, and on Friday night they scored 7 in the win over Sweden in the 1-2 page playoff. The rest of the week, 7 or more. And now held to just 2.
Instead of worth more than 5 cents.
Yeah, well, that is what was the similarity between these two, is their ability to force. That's where it gets tough. You've got a team that can do it just as well as you can. Takes away your hammer ability.
Rasmus Vrano, Eriksson, Sundgren. Oh, this guard, watch this guard.
Didn't throw it, or is it slowing down? They didn't jump on it early.
Yeah. I don't hate making a play on that because it's blocking that in turn draw.
That's pretty good too. You like this?
I do.
I do too.
Blocking our in turn draw.
Sort of like
we
that.
played this a bunch.
Yeah.
I like this.
No, I like this.
Board?
Yep. Nose is even fine here, Brett. You roll the bite the line is real good. Or just over the line. Board.
Nice play.
Brett Gallant.
Really good board.
Nice throw.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Off. Really good weight.
Stick with it. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Roll it right over there, Jeff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Keep it in the rings. Oh, sit.
Sit down, honey.
And
good.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I think I threw that really good.
Really jumped off. It spun off the other one.
HBO's Boardwalk Empire. You can stream the complete Golden Globe winning series now. Go to cravetv.ca and start your 1-month trial.
Jag funderar på att spela samma hand som du gjorde där utifrån.
Absolutely imperative that Brett hung around there, and he did just.
You could freeze on this one if you were Sweden.
Yep.
You're sitting second.
Ja.
Yeah, I'm with you, because if you don't roll really good here, Canada's going to be sitting 2. Or they'll run that front situation. You're never stealing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they're worried if you freeze that they're going to blast everything out front there and open it up. They might keep the guard this way. Tough shot.
Whoa. Whoa. Vilken Rasmus.
Oscar Eriksson.
Hårt. Okay.
Boy, it was coming hard.
Shot mark. Yeah.
So now you got the chance.
Lite för mycket utlagd.
I guess the nose is lying second, hey? It's
Force
okay.
them to play the double run.
I think he's going to go there then, though. I know.
Where are you going with it? Yep.
There's Gallant again. Where are you going with it? Thank you.
Board
now
or
we'll
what?
know.
Board, yeah. We played this a couple ends ago. Yeah, that was heavy board then.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Yeah, no, good board. We're good here.
I like
yep.
board. We can hold it, Mark.
Yeah, I know. No less, though.
Get on the same page here.
Mark Nichols.
Clean. Easy. Yep. Board. Yep.
We can hold it, they say.
Air heavy.
Walker, Gallant,
yes.
get ready.
Air heavy.
Gotta go. Hard.
Gallant now trying to hold this line, trying to roll it over. Roll it over, roll it over. How's that?
What a shot.
It looked like he kicked out hard, but I thought he stalled it pretty good there.
Come on, Mark.
I loved that conversation before. You know, one of the things that you watch for under pressure in a big game like this is the communication stops. It's been great all week, and you get a little bit stressed and under pressure, and you quit talking. But they, like you said, we're on the same page on that shot, because it's critical to make something like that you are.
They looked at the double. I'm not sure it's there. You'd have to paper the yellow.
Jag tror det är det enda slaget. Det är bara för att du får kolla på det och se hur du spelar den bara.
Ja, inte lika hårt som förra gången.
Nej. Det är dyrt att ticka, men jag tycker alltså, även om du jammar fast den liksom och spinner dit så är det okej.
Lite mjukare än förra.
Ja.
Eller inte lika hårt som förra. Lite mer kontrollerat. Okay. Det är ganska stor risk att den bara kommer ligga kvar någonstans där. Men
det är helt okej om den ligger kvar där bakom. Som de tar 2 på just nu. Så.
Vilken is?
Gonna get almost all you can see with peel weight, and they go.
Brush down from Nicholas Edin. Oscar Eriksson, all on its own. Oh, he's going to get them both.
That's incredible.
The confidence to call a shot.
Oh, no, and throw it.
Tekniskt bra det där. Lite bättre tekniskt på den här.
Could probably be quite a bit actually got it out of there. The beauty of speed.
Well, and these stones.
Now there is this corner over here that's still hanging around, covering the 12. Is Canada looking for the blank again now, do you think?
Well, they want to make this double, number one, but yeah, you could certainly roll that way, Vic.
Off. Oh boy, and they'll just touch it on the way by.
Right on 3/4. Sorry, Mark. Just kept riding back on us. Thought you had a piece of it the whole way down the sheet. Or a bigger piece than that, anyway.
They're hard to call.
Oh, it's so fine.
Do you think, Cheryl, do you guard this thing and let Brad go around everything?
You know what? I was just thinking. I think I'd come right in onto. I wonder if Brad would blank. And I think that would be a pretty good victory.
Oh, for sure. I'm thinking just split the rings.
Yeah, or just come right in on top.
Slänger den inte för lång, Niklas, kan vi ta en gnutta där.
Tap it, you mean?
Yeah.
Let him double it
Yeah,
all.
let him double. Just don't give him any angle to roll behind that corner on the left.
Why not just go behind the corner? Or even open, just let him try the roll.
Oh, hopefully, yeah. I thought he'd throw a guard or even split the rings.
There you go.
He's worried about the guard, and you go
around.
That's why you split the rings. Yeah, I wouldn't throw a guard either.
No.
But you're not going to steal here, and you just give Brad a chance for 2. This gives Brad a chance to blank, and like you say, that's a victory for Canada.
Well, I think that's a victory for Sweden, actually.
Yeah.
You know, take away a hammer and an opportunity to score with it.
Snacka bak 4. Bak 4. Oh. Ingenting på 5.
Nej. Räcker. Ja.
Okej.
Vill du ha lös eller?
Bra satt. Lite för mycket is med den sättningen.
Can you make the double Russ and roll to the right behind the corner?
Wouldn't that be something?
After all that?
You see one hard before. If he gets it up there, it'll go that way.
Like that ice, Brett?
Yeah, I do. Half?
Yeah.
First things first, make the double, make him go away. Gushue. Canada with last rock. This is his first as we play here in 8.
Easy right peel. Right off.
1. And off the back, and it'll start to climb, and shot stone remains. Sweden right on the lid.
Sorry guys, I got a whistle right in my backswing.
I was trying to roll it on.
Om det ligger halvt för.
Så. Jag håller helt med. Jag spelar samma fart som den tidigare där.
Vilken halvsten tycker jag. Ligger där.
Ja.
Visa halva den här.
Så länge han inte får en enkel. Vi måste täcka någonting av den.
Jag får.
Ja. Vi kan täcka någonting av den. Helst halva. Jag får antingen en tunn halv för nollan eller chapp för ettan.
Yes.
Ja. Vi måste täcka någonting så han inte bara får chapp för ett. Det kommer man ju välja alla dagar i veckan.
Ja.
Soft weight, just a solid board. I think they're calling for nose.
Yep. Go puck. Tee up.
Yep.
Morano. Sundgren.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Yes.
Now some late licks. And to it, and then rolling over on top.
Tee up.
This way in the blank, but
think it's the same thing, isn't it?
Is there a way out of this?
Oh yeah, for sure. The blank's there all day.
I think it's tough to make either side, but
I don't mind the out. Let's make the out.
do that. Edge of the rock with the in.
The in runs pretty straight. This is a spot we've talked about so much here.
Yeah, easier to roll out with the in because you're going across the face of the other one.
Less distance.
Did they want to roll there? It looked like they kind of did.
I think they did, Russ.
Mind a hair less. Yeah. I like an inch less, Mark.
2/3.
Okay.
He played it to get the last rock here in 8. It'd be in the cards. A single here, forced to a single.
Yep. Close. Yep. Yeah.
Final stone trying to make the double and roll it out.
Yes.
Now Walker staying with it. Bang, bang, and away they go. Well done. And the fist pump from Brian Gushue. Three straight blanks. And it remains a 2-2 tie. Well, it was just a couple of weeks back in Beijing, and Rachel Holman and Canada faced Anna Sidorova and Russia in the World Women's Curling Championship final. Canada had beaten Russia in round robin, defeated Russia in the 1-2 page playoff, and they beat them again when it means the most. Never trailing in the final, Canada winning 8-3. As Rachel Holman, Emma Miskew, Joanne Courtney, Lisa Weigel, they run the table in China 13 straight. They are your gold medal winners at the Worlds. And as we look ahead to Korea, less than a year away, on the left are the teams that have so far qualified. Korea, of course, being the host. Those teams on the right will all be at a pre-qualification tournament next December in Czech Republic to fill out the field. 2 teams will come from that pre-event. Blank 6, blank 7.
Right there.
And so we go to 9 now in a 2-2 tie.
I don't hate that either.
I think I like that, guys. I think I like that.
Okay.
Just threw it, so
yeah.
pretty much the same line.
Yeah,
just give it,
same shot.
Yeah, give us a foot or two less, though. Just
that roll by Nicholas Edin, that last one, that let Canada off the hook?
I think so, but you can argue either way. As Cheryl brought up, maybe okay Nicholas didn't mind him blanking it. He gets a force here, takes 2, he wins this thing. It's really, it depends on your comfort level. But to force them here, you're going to have to do some work because Canada's got one buried already, and here comes another one.
Mark's in.
All right, buddy. Keep going, Mark. Keep going.
Help.
Yep.
We're
good for weight.
Go.
Keep going.
Oh, that's nice curling under pressure.
And around they go. Now we showed you the men's countries that have, or women's countries that have qualified. Here are the men. Again, remembering that Korea is your host. Boy, it came down to last round robin game before Scotland earned a spot for Great Britain. Switzerland's in. Those countries on the right will go to a pre-qualifier, also of course in Czech Republic. All the focus, of course, now is on the Olympics. The road to the roar to be held in Summerside in late November, and then the curling trials. The Roar of the Rings to be held in Ottawa in early December. And a crash out in front.
Oh, this is not going well.
The ability with control of the game to play the finesse shots and force the other team to a tough shot. Got the error here. That's huge.
Try to make it across the top.
You make the double. There's an extremely good chance here. You have Hammer coming home.
I don't like ripping this one right now.
I don't like it either.
But I don't like leaving both of them.
You what?
I don't like leaving both of them either.
And that makes your decision, doesn't it?
I think this is the shot. Just roll it over here, or you might be able to get lucky here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't want to touch this though, Brett.
I don't think you ever.
I don't think you ever go under.
Get under there.
No?
Probably just.
Okay. Well, let's go for a thick half, Brett.
You're trying to stick it.
No, well,
I think you try to go
ahead
over top
and do that.
You're fine clearing it. Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure we get it over this. Like half is probably good.
Yeah.
2/3 is not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get it out here.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like it.
What's it going to do here at the out?
I think it'll still curl a little bit.
Curl, but not much, I don't think, Brett.
They come down and kill that one, and they can either get that one, which is either good or bad, depending on how you feel. Right now it's guarding, but it's a rock that Nicholas can use later. I wouldn't be afraid to get both those.
You're looking for a thick half here?
Yeah.
If you leave it there, though, it's at this point in time makes it tougher for Nicholas Edin to get in there. You think, Cheryl? Double peel or miss it?
I like the double peel.
I do too.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Shooter. Get over there.
One.
Ah, nice shot.
And
keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Cross, and he'll back
Good
it out.
Shot.
They elected to keep it there. That's fine too, because as you can tell, Jeff Walker set this up just beautifully with 2 rocks in front of the tee line.
Ja. Det gäller komma och försöka trycka ner den här hit.
Ja. Jag kan nog gilla samma slag igen faktiskt.
Okej, kör vi det. Riskerna kommer få ett försök på dubbeln. Gör han det så är det kört.
Mindre fart och bara hamna fryst på den där. Bara röra den.
Ja.
Ja.
Så det var lite hård, va?
Behöver lite mindre fart, men mer is tror jag.
Trying to get to freeze to the nose of it.
För det var nog nästan bak 8 med.
Yeah, get one in there somehow. You'd love to tap it, but it's hard to do it here.
Nästan bak 12 med sopen kanske.
Still got that guard.
Samma split men lite mjukare satt var Rasmus.
Rasmus got some curl on that last one.
Lite mjukare förra. Bak 4. Bak 8.
Ja. Ja! Oh, Oscar.
Very nice.
Bra.
MLS on TSN. The Friday night match continues with a game between Whitecaps FC and Seattle. Kickoff 10 p.m. Eastern. 7 Pacific across the TSN network. Whitecaps off to a slow start so far this season, 1-3-1, and coming off a bad loss to Real Salt Lake 3-0 the other evening.
Watch this side yellow. They might get lucky.
Come on. Whoa. Get in. Go.
And no. Just die outside.
Wow.
Thought he had it. Shot. Spin, eh?
So close.
Försök lägga den då. Ja.
Bra, frys är bäst.
Precis passerat D-line.
I knew when it hit, I knew it was like hair thick.
We haven't got one of those today, like the little rub. So we haven't got one.
Oscar Eriksson.
The run doubles very easy, but that sets up a double for Canada. Then there's going to be a blank end in all intents and purposes, and then they're in trouble. So they have to freeze here.
Bak 10. Bak 4.
Pretty good opportunity with behind the tee line.
And a curl.
Bra fart.
Där. Japp.
And he'll find the pin.
Yeah, with that out turn. Yeah, real hard. 3/4. I think you just try and make this roll.
Okay.
You think it goes?
No, well, I'm worried about the front.
I know.
7/8 low.
We can certainly do this.
3/4 low.
But I mean, if you
That might
think
be
it goes,
smarter.
I love it. But
This might be smarter, Mark.
They talked about throwing the bullet here and getting rid
I
of
say
that
I'm
one
not
that way.
100% that goes. this might be smarter.
Now they're talking this way.
Kind of weight do you like?
Whatever you like.
Might be safer, and you might even be able to hang around here. You can hang around, actually, if they're going to throw board.
They've got just about all of it, too.
I like that call better.
Now, did I hear Brett Gallant say a little bit of frost towards the edges?
Yeah, well, and interesting because Sweden's rock came down really hard on them too, Vic. So I think there is some frost. They're talking about it. I think that caught Sweden by surprise.
Never.
Coming down a little.
Should curl here.
No, no. Make sure the yellow is gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Markstad, Jerry looking
a little
on.
hard, hey?
60. It looked like it got... No, vi går på farten.
Lite till.
Still a good situation for Team Canada. Need to make this freeze a little bit better. Over curled on them.
Lite vidare, linjen borde vara lugn. Hänger.
Gärna inte.
Ekis. Bak 4, bak 8 nästa.
Ekis.
Way heavier than the last one.
Backar nu.
Ja, börjar med rätt bra.
Kommer nu. Ser kort ut.
Kom igen.
Rasmus in.
Lägg den frys.
Japp.
And freeze they do right down on the corner. Wow.
Didn't get the line this time either. They tried to get it to the nose.
Totally different, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Ran for quite a while.
Jag satte först, okej, men...
Ja, jag tycker det är så bra. Det börjar frosta på nu. Jag blir inte less på den där. Jag bara, men hit ska jag bli still.
Weight's good. Back line.
Yep. Back 12. Yep.
Gotta go, Jeff.
Hard. Brett,
Gotta go, Jeff. Jeff Walker.
Hard.
Gallant
Gotta go.
joining him now.
Hard. Gotta
Through the rings. Through.
Boy, they know this is going through, they say. Gotta hold the line for him. Hold it, boys. Hold it for him. And they'll spin it to the lid.
It looked looked tight in the hack.
Yeah, you were good. Maybe a sliver tight, but it was certainly more. You need another inch or two more ice.
Yeah.
Great weight.
Are they lined up here?
Well, that's what I'm trying to take a look at. I think if you hit that yellow one dead on, you might be able to drag that one that way, get it onto there, and sit 3, maybe. You could certainly make the first 2 go away, Cheryl.
You'd have to hit it with the in-turn center line side.
Right.
To try and get it to drag left as we're looking at it.
Right, and then you might lose the frozen one, but you'd stay there. But it's a nice chance to freeze at the same time. There's no hurry there. They've still got that one later.
Snacka fart, vi kan tappa lite grann. Snacka fart nu, för vi kan tappa om linjen är bra.
They tried really hard to hold marks so that this pocket wasn't created, so pretty good opportunity.
Ja, känns lite segare i alla fall.
Perfect thing would be get to the corner of that red, tap it just a touch, an inch, and you sit right in the pocket.
Känns där just nu.
Bak 4. Bak 4.
Nicholas Edin following this same path of
Bak 4, bak 8. Helt upp.
Oscar Eriksson.
Tons of weight.
Bak 4. Bak 4.
This one isn't diving.
Lite dutt.
No.
And they're going to rub and roll off their own, and they are sitting.
This is pretty good, isn't it?
Wow. Second and third shots.
But he's got to make it real good.
Great opportunity for Canada.
Squirt it out.
What happened to that? That didn't even come close to curling.
No,
I
the
think
weight
right on
wasn't
the
that
nose.
bad.
He's probably taking a run at a triple.
I still think on the nose. Okay. Yeah, sure. Nose hit.
Yeah, and I don't mind if we nose. Can he go here?
I think it might be enough room.
can.
I think if we could roll a hair this way, I think there's enough room.
Or what if you the hair that way?
What's that?
Then he might have to play weight to get through the hole type thing, and if he does, then that's automatic.
Yeah.
Either
so
way.
what do you?
Nose hit,
Well,
you
I don't
sit
wanna
3.
roll there.
The other thing is you go right here. Yeah. He probably knows his then
yeah,
how
and
to
then
get two.
we got no shot for two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this.
We got to play the double.
I think that's a start. Yeah.
Where?
I think nose to a hair low.
I agree. I like that.
I don't even mind his sliver high. It's not bad.
Sliver high.
They can feel the chance here, Shirley. You can tell it just in their voices.
Right everybody's pretty.
For some reason, that one didn't curl. Hair heavy, I guess.
Yeah. This is a great opportunity.
And they're all a little amped up here. And the crowd getting into it as well.
Take an extra second in the hack for Brad because they were all a little excited.
For normal, what are you throwing? I was thinking close to
He still can't. Nicholas Edin believe what happened to his last rock.
Yeah, no kidding. Brad hits us dead on. There's going to be a feather double. It'll be tough for Edin to hit and stay.
Hard. Nose hit, little high, little low.
Hard, Jeff. Back it up.
Got to back it up, Jeff.
Hard.
Jeff Walker.
Whoa.
Off it now. And away they go. And they'll roll it to the outside. But what has he left? Did he want this? He didn't want to roll this way.
No, I don't think he did. Mind you, they kept brushing it. I'm not sure why they rolled wide like that.
I was kind of right behind it, Russ, and I could see it was a little bit tight. They called it backed up more, I think, than they thought. He really controlled that.
So it's a simple double, but you're not underneath unless you can roll across the top. The freeze is dangerous, obviously. You kick off, you lose the game. So they're just going to come down here. It looks like an out turn. They got to get it pretty thick. They're going to try to make that double. That's the easy part. But if you can't stay there, you've got to kind of roll into there. And there might still be a shot for 2, maybe even 3, depending where this ends up.
You just got to hope it doesn't line up on this one.
Exactly.
Mark's already eyeing it up.
Not much handle here. Good curl.
Got him. Randall trying to hold this now for Nicholas Edin. 1, 2, back it up. Oh, and it's going to sit. Not the shot stone. Not the shot stone. That's Canada.
Oh, I think it's us.
Rolls an inch less and we got it for 3, but
Rätt så bra ändå.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's us.
Yeah, it looks like us from here.
Lucky and unlucky. If he stays for a shot in that spot, I don't know how Brad gets it out of there. You'd have to pick it clean.
Draw for his 2. What an opportunity. First deuce.
And draw to the button?
Yeah.
It's about 4 feet slower than that.
Okay.
It's still
so normal.
Yeah, it might be 2 feet quicker than normal.
Okay.
Just a hair thinner for Edin. He's good.
Jag tycker trycker till en rejält. Jag blir så här utan det fast med aggressiv.
Okay.
Kallar ju lika mycket som
Stops there. It's tough for Brad to get it out.
curling och ner.
You like it? Good idea.
Som en låg för att inte
2 feet more than practice.
Okay.
This is where this team's been so impressive. Brad's only throwing threes, 58%, but I don't think that means a darn thing. They know exactly what the speed's doing here.
Just think back, of course, to that final stone to win the Tim Hortons Brier, 6 feet. The famous 6 feet that Brett Gallant told the skipper before he threw.
You're out there, Brett.
Now they'll keep their heads down, heads up, watching now. Full 4 is what they need for a couple here.
Sweep for T-line.
First
line's good.
multiple point end.
Stay close.
This is the chance here in a 2-2 tie. Walker, Gallant. Oh, they know this so well. Here we go. And 2 it is.
Little thicker and it goes over.
I don't think I'll be around for David and Kendall, should they ever be at a Worlds. Never know. This is 98-year-old Vic Roeder. Welcome to another Worlds. Cute. What a game it's been. 4-2 Canada. get the first deuce of the game. It comes in 9. They lead it. Sweden will have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones coming home.
I think we want to make sure, I like here. Yeah.
Great pressure draw by Brad when he hadn't thrown many in this game. 3, I think.
And that's where that front end so brilliant. They knew exactly what the speed was. They relay it through, and away it goes.
Heavy board.
No,
yep.
not heavy.
Yep. Yes.
Trying to tick this to the side here.
Hard. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
Great shot.
And right to the edge, covering the edge of the 12.
Stayed on it.
Incredible.
Those are tough. You don't play those ever.
Real good.
In my mind, he set the two-ender up to go ahead 2 points here with 2 perfect out-turn come-arounds top of the tee line. Sweden was in trouble that entire end after those 2 dropped in there. Brad's overlooking at that corner guard. There is a little bit of paint right behind that corner guard. It's still usable, barely.
Trying to get these even so there's no double.
It's tough for Sweden. Even if you bury there, you can probably chase it. And it's what's the speed out there?
Getting to be a bit of a guess.
Whoa. Clean. Oh, I got it. Clean. Whoa. Clean. You're fine. You're over the top of it.
What a wonderful game it's been when you look back. I mean, you might think, all right, but think about the shots that have been made. Occasionally a mistake, like that one in the 4th. But look at the 2 skips. Brad Gushue's draws tonight, 69%, but none bigger than that last one when he just hit the 4-foot for the deuce. 4-2 Canada leads it. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. No, on its own, on its own. Curl a bit. For me, buddy. Good.
You can breathe again.
Well, and now because of that nice tick that Jeff made, this is even tougher to come around this corner. Way out in the wings.
It's going to dig a little bit, I'd have to guess. Should curl pretty hard, that's not the issue.
Don't feed up.
Fortsätt, den är snart i garden. Hårt, hårt, hårt.
Do we want to stay or?
Wow. There goes the corner guard, Cheryl.
Oh, man.
That was kind of your chance.
What? What's a nose? I don't like nose because he comes around it.
That's tough.
Let him try that again.
I think we just fly it then. Well, yeah, the options are rolling something like this.
Comes around it,
My only concern is getting a stagger. I just don't think we need to group
I like
them.
flying it. He can
Just
get an inch of
out-turn
that.
peel. Make it go away.
Man, he's got to make that draw real good. Yep. Let's do it. You like this, Brett?
I do. Love it.
The hardware that goes with being a world champion.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean. Good shot. What? Beauty. Typ samma fart som Rasmus då. Ja.
This rock, to be perfect, has to be 3/4 outside the rings. In a spot they're not really perfectly sure what it's going to do speed-wise coming in. A little wider this time.
This curled so hard, the first one.
Topp 4.
10. Grym linje.
10. Perfekt linje. Här nere. Här nere. Japp, japp, japp. Hårt! 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 Hårt!
Wow. Wonderful draw to get it around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't think that was quite buried.
What are the
but
other
it
options?
is.
What do you guys like?
How much do you have?
I like whatever you're feeling.
An inch.
You could sit 2 somewhere, too.
Yeah, good
It'll
point,
curl
right?
in here. I know.
You try so hard to kill the rocks when you're 2 up, but sitting 2 and let them work for it.
We can get rid of. Yeah, sure.
Oh, you're gonna hit it a little high.
We go high. I got an inch.
I like that, Russ. This is a risky chase.
Purely your call, really. Whatever one you see yourself
It's pretty late in the game to sit 2. You're in pretty good shape.
Like we only got to move it 6 inches, right? What do you guys like?
I think I like the hack waiter personally, but it's all up to you.
We don't even need to throw hack.
Well, I think you want to throw hack in case you touch the guard to move it.
Yeah.
Can you see it? I
got an inch.
You got yeah, you got to.
If you skim the top, you might roll in. Yeah, I know. Is it throwing like just through weight?
You like it?
Yeah, I think so. It's either that or we take a run at it and you miss it, then it's
deuce.
It's a deuce.
You're conceding 2 if you miss the run back.
Unless he misses a hit and roll, or I mean, it's
we only got 2 rocks left.
If we knock the guard off, all Brad has to do is make a hit and roll on his first, and you're gonna have a shot at the double in your next one, I think, right? Or a shot.
He plays a freeze on it.
Yeah.
I like chasing it, Mark. I like hack.
I like going at it.
Let's play hack and play it tight. If we get the guard, we might roll in for second shot.
That's just it. That's the default. If you throw the rate speed here again, you wreck. You sure don't want to miss wide. You might bury another one. You wreck, you roll in, you sit 2, and Nicholas has got some work to do just to tie the game.
I think Jeff's going to be able to hold it out here, a little bit of frost.
Remember, you only get the 1 timeout in World Play as compared to the 2 90-second timeouts that we get in our national championships.
It's enough, is it?
Anything but wide
it's
here.
on the tight side, but I think it's right.
I can hold it. Okay.
Well, that's reassuring, isn't it? You hear that so often from Gallant and Walker. We can hold it. We'll get it there.
4 to 6 more feet than that, eh?
That'd be real nice.
Okay.
And more often than not, they can and do. So they're going chasing.
Real good weight.
Clean.
Just hack. Yep. Yep.
Yes. Really good. Wow. Yes.
Walker,
yes.
Gallant.
Hard.
Oh, they got to go now.
Yes.
Plan B would take the rub. They're going chasing.
Yes.
And Plan B, roll it over, roll it in. Now, question is, will it stop? Will it grind to a halt in that slide path? And it does.
It did too.
Wow.
That was long gone. Brilliant tries. That's the way you had to miss it.
Really good weight.
Now they are sitting 2, which is huge.
Got the heart fluttering for Gushue.
Watch how white it gets here.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Gör vi den bra så får man spela på den nästan.
Kör vad du känner.
Kör frisen! Vilken hand? Tror jag.
Borde vara helt okej. Lite trögare.
Lite mindre tack.
Straight freeze. Problem for Nicholas is it's now they're laying 2, so it's getting a little bit late here. You don't have too many tries to make a double, especially when you're not trying it here.
Now you're forced to some pretty precise shots.
Går runda, japp.
Oscar Eriksson. Nichols out as well now. See where this goes. It rubs, it rolls, and it'll stop back edge of the 4.
Den är inte långt ifrån, den är här.
We're trying lie 3.
My thought was lie 3, but I don't mind this.
I kind of like this.
I'm just worried that here.
Oh, it's thin enough, like it's
anymore.
a small half.
Okay.
The houses are getting a little dead.
You like it?
You throwing,
I do, Brad.
Yeah.
Brad really likes it.
It'd be tempting to sit 3, Cheryl, but the double obviously probably wins you the game. And even if you miss this, there's going to be a double in your next one.
You're right behind it.
I don't see anywhere good we can roll with it.
It's always in the corner of their eye.
I'm good with it, Brad. I like
the
it.
Championship trophy.
He's got to make a perfect freeze and win, or to tie it up. Small half, eh?
Yeah, half is real good.
Okay.
Just a shade thinner.
Just give me an inch more.
Brad's wife, Krista. Daughters, Haley,
Yep.
Marissa.
Hard, Brad.
I've watched so much. Walker to land. Got one coming over. Nothing. They have got 2. Oh boy. How many times have we said he wants to play it? Just get out of his way.
That's right.
He loved it.
And a great line call by Mark Nichols. That brings them to their feet in the Canada Suite here at Northlands Coliseum.
Two great doubles in this game. Took away 2 deuces.
85-90.
It's got to be perfect here, the freeze, is that what they said?
Yeah, they're lucky they got a nice little angle. It doesn't have to be a perfect freeze, but you got to be a little high side here, almost frozen perfect, and
I mean, even if he is,
don't think you can't get it out.
How's he removed
Trick
the 3?
has been a little bit the weight here. Guessing a bit with, is it getting a little bit sticky?
Right.
86.
Oscar was quite a bit heavy there.
Yeah.
I think, assuming it was going to be heavy.
Bra linje. Bra fart.
Lite kort. Jag tycker den är bra.
Ja, bra fart. Bra linje.
Limma dit cornerfrysen.
Kalla lite, kalla. Wow.
Limma dit
Wow.
Aldrig dörren.
Måste kalla. Vi har
Don't want to
ingenting
bump
att
on that
angripa.
line. Don't want to bump.
Oh, it's right in the hole. Right in the hole. He has been let down by a couple of shots. That one in 9 where his first stone never moved, and this one didn't curl up at all either.
This is his first stone too. You'd have to think it's the same rock. Yeah,
Same path.
that curls 2 inches more. Brad can't move it.
Oh, the crowd now starting to rise and make some noise.
They'll play off this one.
Yeah, half is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't have to get it anywhere near the nose here. You can cross
Half
this.
is fine.
Just make it go away.
Give me inside the middle.
As the crowd settles, Brad Gushue's last.
Yep.
The land.
Hard, Brad. Yeah.
Walker.
Hard, Brad. Go.
Up go the arms. One more, a few more licks. Hello world, Canada is your champion. What an emotional few weeks it's been for Brad Gushue and the family. Canadian and now world curling champions.
2017 Ford World Men's Curling Championship is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. The 2017 Ford World Men's Curling Championship is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Canada celebrates a World Championship win 4-2 over Sweden. Brad Gushue's with Kathy.
Brad, congratulations, world champion. How does that feel?
Oh, awesome. That was a stressful game. Nicholas and his team played so well. You have to give them credit. They're one of the best teams in the world. And they took everything we had to beat them tonight.
All the struggles this year with your health and the team searching. What does this win say about your team?
Oh, what a great bunch of guys I got. What a great team. Great friends, great players. What a year. It's been a special few weeks. I can't wait to party tonight. It's gonna be.
Congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thanks, Kathy. Thank you.
Well, you think about what Rachel Holman did at Beijing. Brad Gushue does here. In fact, you go back to last year, Basel, add 4 more that Cooey put together at the back end, and that's 30 straight wins for Canada at the world level. Nicholas Edin fails to win a 3rd World Championship and a 3rd here in Canada. This is doesn't get tiring, does it? A big hug from Christopher, Brad Gushue. Nicholas Edin's with Kathy.
Nicholas, a great world final, only 1 deuce. What happened to your first stone in 9?
I don't know. It stopped curling in the last few ends there. We took about a foot less ice and a few draws, and it's still under curled. So not really sure. It got frostier, but less curls. I've never actually seen that before. So, but we were still behind the whole game. So we needed to get something good happen for us, and we didn't do that. So congrats to the better team today.
How proud are you of your team and your performance this week?
Really proud, even though I don't think we played as well as we have the whole year, but we still made it to the final, even though we didn't play great. So it's still a good achievement from our team.
Thank you.
All the teams who played in this year's Ford World Men's Curling Championship have now taken their place on the ice, and the first to make the walk to the podium is Team Switzerland. Claudia Pesce, Romano Meyer, Valentin Tanner, Claudio Petz, Benoit Schwartz, and their script Peter de Cruz out of the Curling Club Geneva, picking up the bronze medal with their win earlier today over the U.S. and John Schuster from Duluth, 7-5 the final. So it's a second bronze medal for de Cruz after the bronze medal they picked up in Beijing in 2014 with a win over Kevin Cooey.
Well, this young kid from Benoit Schwartz, he's going to make a lot of these events. I'm sure he made great touch, great attitude.
Team Sweden.
Difficult as it may be, this Canada has really been their favorite place to play when you think about Victoria in 2013, Halifax 2015, and looking to win the 3rd here again in Canada with coach Frederick Lindberg, Henrik Leek, Christopher Sundgren, Rasmus Vrano, Oscar Eriksson, and Nicholas Edin. Just doesn't know what happened to that first stone of his a couple of times, just wouldn't curl for him.
No, it really did. Caught them in 9. They had an opportunity there. Exceptional game, and it was just back and forth. They both forced, and all came down to the 10th end.
Well, they made the walk in St. John's as Canadian champions. And now they can make the walk here in Edmonton as your Ford World Men's Curling Champions. The skip, Jules Ocher, alternate Tommy Salos, Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant, Mark Nichols, and Brad Gushue. being right at home in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kate Caithness, World Curling Federation President, who will bring greetings and congratulations.
Mesdames et messieurs, s'il vous plaît, accueillir Kate Caithness, présidente de la Fédération mondiale de curling. Elle vous présentera ses souhaits et ses félicitations.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the World Curling Federation and our 56 member associations, thank you for your support in making the 2017 Ford World Men's Curling Championships here in Edmonton a great success. This event also brings to an end an extra special year for the World Curling Federation, our 50th anniversary, and so grateful thanks to the local organising committee for putting on such a great show this past week in Edmonton's Northlands Coliseum. It has been a fitting farewell for this building that has a long and famous history with curling and a perfect ending to our special year. Once again, this championship, which is the pinnacle of men's curling, has provided to the supporters in the stands and fans watching from all over the world on TV inspiring examples of the spirit of curling and the principles that make curling so special. Thank you, all the athletes. To the teams who have qualified for next year's Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang, well done. And to those teams who will now contest for the remaining 2 places at the Olympic qualification event in Czech Republic in December, good luck. The atmosphere in this arena here has been wonderful, not only for the home team, but also for all the other 11 competing teams. And so on behalf of everyone, thank you as ever for your wonderful Canadian hospitality and support. To all the sponsors, in particular our long-serving partner, Ford of Canada, and our first-time presenting sponsor, Service Experts, thank you. To Curling Canada, for continuing to share with us their invaluable resources that contribute to making this a first-class curling event. To all the officials and staff, ice technicians, TV crew, media, and not forgetting the wonderful and friendly volunteers, thank you. This now only leaves me to congratulate the 2017 Ford World Men's Curling Champions, Team Canada. Thank you.
We'd now like to call upon WCF President Kate Caithness to present the bronze medals to the team from Switzerland.
The Swiss team from the curling club in Geneva. Claudia Pesce won a silver medal playing with Ralph Stockley back in 2003, lost to Randy Furby. It's a talented young team. We told you earlier today, if you're with us, Andy Schwaller is the head of their curling program, and now it'll be up to him. There's only really one other competitive team, that's Mark Pfister on the World Curling Tour. And this young man, he is just full of talent. 25-year-old Benoit Schwartz throws the 4th stones. So it'll come down to a tournament between those two to decide which team will go to Korea and the Olympics. Switzerland earning a berth here in Edmonton.
To present the silver medals to the team from Sweden.
From the Karlstad Curling Club, the Swedish champions. Down the other end, thank you. There we go.
Maybe skip. Frederick Lindberg.
Well, as mentioned, formerly with this team and has now turned to coaching. Henrik Leek has been an alternate with the team now for a couple of years.
To their second, Rasmus Rana. To their third, Oscar Eriksson. And to their skip, Nicholas Edin.
So golds in 13, 15, and a silver here in 17 for Nicholas Edin.
I would now like to call upon Curling Canada Chairman of the Board, Mr. Peter Inch, to present the gold medals to the team from Canada.
What a proud moment for Peter Inch. From London, Ontario, will be in London next January for the Continental Cup. This is the 36th Men's World Championship for Canada, dating back to 1959, and the first at home for Canada since 2007, and that was right here at Northlands when Glenn Howard won the World Championship.
To their second, Brett Gallant. To their third, Mark Nichols. And to their skip, Brad Gushue. We now like to call on General Manager, Western Region for Ford, and Gerald Wood, who would now present championship rings to our winners.
Gerald Wood, directeur général de Ford Canada, région Ouest, présentera maintenant les bagues de championnat aux gagnants.
Thanks very much.
Where are you going to wait? Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wear it all the time.
Great work. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
What's that?
Great job.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Long time coming, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
The other note here is that Sean Morris and Ava Lund before Brad and Mark. Now we have four have won World Junior, Olympic, and World Gold. So this is quite a special moment.
Remettons maintenant les trophées aux grands gagnants des compétitions mondiales, l'équipe du Canada.
I'll jump in.
Let's go. We go right up.
Hey, get in here, guys.
What a few weeks it's been. As we said, they arrived here after that whirlwind of winning at home in St. John's and coming here now and managing to win this World Championship. Family, friends, and now celebrate. Congratulations to Team Canada, Brad Gushue, Mark Nichols, Brett Gallant, Jeff Walker, Ford World Men's Curling Champions. Another season of champions has now come to an end, and what a ride it has been. For 5 long months, the very best in the curling world hit the ice in search of gold. It was a year of twists and turns, ups and downs, ecstasy and agony. It brought together people from all around the curling world and was a journey that reminded us just how special it is to represent the place you call home. This year's season of champions provided so many amazing moments and left us with memories we will never forget. Our first stop was Brandon, the Canada Cup, where a pair of Manitoba teams reigned supreme. We watched Reed Carruthers and Jennifer Jones take the top spots in their home province. Then it was off to Las Vegas and the 13th edition of the Continental Cup. For the 5th straight time, it was Team North America that ruled the world, once again winning in convincing fashion. Next stop, Victoria and the Canadian Juniors. As they always do, the next generation of curlers showed us incredible skill and wonderful passion. The sport we love is in good hands for many years to come. At the Scotties in St. Catharines, we watched Michelle Englot beat the favorites from Ontario twice and nearly do it a 3rd time. Rachel Holman came within millimeters of missing out, however, in the end, hung on to win it all. It was a 3rd Scotties title for the world's #1 team. 3 weeks later in Beijing, they showed why they are indeed the very best. Team Canada made history, breezing to a world title in the most dominating fashion we have ever seen. At the Brier in St. John's, the people of Newfoundland and Labrador welcomed us with open arms. For 9 days, we were treated like family and treated to an amazing display of shot making. In the final game, we watched the defending champions storm back from a 5-1 deficit with one of those impossible shots that Kevin Cooey just seems to make with ease. An hour later, with the game tied, Brad Gushue's last rock slid just far enough, and his broom hit the sky. An entire province got to celebrate their first Brier title in 41 years. Later that night, we saw the most enduring moment of this year's season when the most iconic trophy in curling went for a ride through the patch. Here in Edmonton, the world's best tried and failed to stop the Canadian train. Just like our ladies had done, our men would simply not be defeated. Brad Gushue and Mark Nichols join an exclusive club as winners of the World Juniors, Olympics, and now as world champions. Tonight, as Team Gushue make history here in Edmonton, our country made history as well. Canada is now home to the reigning Olympic women's champions, the reigning Olympic men's champions, the reigning world women's champions, and the reigning world men's champions. For the first time ever, the 4 biggest titles in curling all belong to one nation. It's a fitting end to a season of champions that can only be described as perfect. And so on this Sunday night, we say goodbye to Edmonton, but not before we tell you we still have one more event. And it'll come your way from Lethbridge, and our coverage of the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship Wednesday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Canada will play England. Everyone wants to get a touch of a World Championship trophy. Canada wins a 36th men's title. So now on behalf of Cheryl, Kathy, Russ, Brian, myself, our thanks to our hardworking crew. It's been a wonderful season. Thanks to all the volunteers here in Edmonton and right across our country. and everyone we have met. Thank you to all of you who have made this season so very special. A season certainly to remember. And until we talk with you again next year, thank you so very much from all of us. Till we talk with you again, Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.